I've got my reasons why I'm in this game for life, but I will get at the truth somehow. You can blame anyone else for what you've done. I'm leaving the crossfire. I'm a stranger to this feeling, and my soul is leaving the crossfire any minute now. So is it over? Am I finally free? I've got no reason to be in this state of need. I'm on a wire balancing tonight. I've got my reasons why I'm in this game for life, but I will get at the truth somehow. You can blame anyone else for what you've done. I'm leaving the crossfire. I'm a stranger to this feeling, and my soul is leaving the crossfire any minute now. I don't know what you're dreaming about, and it's the strangest feeling. I don't know what you'll be thinking of me when I'm finally leaving. You can blame anyone else for what you've done. I'm leaving the crossfire. I'm a stranger to this feeling, and my soul is leaving the crossfire. You can blame anyone else for what you've done. I'm leaving the crossfire. I'm a stranger to this feeling, and my soul is leaving the crossfire any minute now. Any minute now. Wasted all my money, all on you, honey. Baby, will you look my way? Been ditching all my bodies, failing all the studies. Baby, I am out to play. Give me your attention and your sweet redemption. I will never let you down. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey. Baby, how you make me sway. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say I will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say I will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say I will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. Saw you rolling steady, took it kinda heavy. Baby, I'm a loving kind. Jaded loving hazard doesn't really matter. Baby, say you will be mine. Take my affection and my safe protection. I will always be around. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey. I'm tired of being in the line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say I will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say I will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say I will, yeah.
I was gonna go outside and wait it out with you. Wait for the worst to pass. But we are where we are, and it's week 18 at Roleplaying Unlimited for our 4th year streamiversary, kicking it off again with our final doubleheader with Stew Crew this evening. Thank you for joining us here. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where the Great Plains begin. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Everybody getting ready to swallow the big work in the morning pill, I imagine. I am in that boat myself. Not particularly excited to jump back into all of that nonsense, but sometimes we don't get a choice. Make do with what we got, right? Yep. I've already been in that mode since Friday was over, unfortunately, because yesterday was such a task-oriented day that Friday was kind of my weekend day, and that day flew by so quick with all of the hype train rewards and all of the story and lore developments that we had here to kind of bridge us into the next chapter of activity. Hopefully everybody got a chance to read over that. It's made of a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and passion.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
There he is.
Good evening.
Aloha.
Howdy.
Hello.
Mahalo.
I gotta mute the freaking Twitch before it starts echoing.
That's right. You're going to get it echoed back at you. It's gonna start sounding like that.
I'm just ready. I'm just ready for you to fucking start putting, class B's out so I can start head chopping them.
Oh yeah, I've got a dozen of them ready for tonight's session.
I think I'm to the point where I'm two-shotting them with normal damage. So.
Yes, sir. Let's see. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which? Oh, yep. Let's
We are missing Tobashi.
Let's give our friend Tabashi our new tag right here. Uh-oh. That doesn't help me. No, that's not helpful at all. There we go.
Didn't she say she wasn't going to make it?
She said she was. Baushi said he was not coming. Yeah,
Sorry, I got confused.
There's so many overlays in that respect. You've got Tobashi and Baushi. Let's see.
I'm not gonna lie, I got really, really excited for a moment when you said that somebody got it right after I rolled mine.
Yeah, for sure, I understand that. I immediately was like, oh crap, my bad, because I didn't mean to post it right then, but I was like, well, everybody except for one person has rolled it, so at this point I know that Dawn is definitely getting it, and I can at least inform the group that one of you has gotten it, and some of you were very keen to the table that I had put together, because you just put your own alphabetical listing together and were already kind of, okay, well, 1 is this, 5 is this, 12 is this, so people were like, I think I got this with my roll, am I right? And I'm like, yep, as a matter of fact, you are.
See,
I'm... Gut checks.
I was waiting for the surprise. I didn't mind, but I just laughed at the irony that I got 36. And I had to
sure.
that. Does that include me?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I posted at the start of it when it was a die 38. I'm like, Shaggy better get 37. Otherwise, I sort of fucking got it, dude.
I would have loved to get 37. A +2 to strength would have been nice.
Yeah, no disappointment. I would have loved to get the freaking level up, but I'm definitely fine with the freaking.
I don't think I participated in that.
I think I got the lamest roll. It's a D3 ability to cast Time Stop.
Oh,
that is powerful, though, if you save it at the right time.
That's a 9th level spell. That's pretty money right there.
What's 1d3 times it?
Yeah, it's the same thing as the.
Silkus
It's like the
will
moon
put
spell.
Everything in his pocket just for that fucking card.
Yeah, the moon card gives you 1 die 3 wish spells, which also 9th level effect right there. So, pretty badass. Yes, indeed. That's amazing.
Definitely take the wish instead, but Time Stop it is.
I like that the baby dragon.
Time Stop has no negatives.
I like that the baby dragon gets a little more love this time around, because last season the girl who drew the baby dragon was kind of disappointed in that and was looking for somebody to offload it to, because it wasn't as powerful as other things at this stage of the game. I'm like, well, it's not necessarily always about like
Hell no,
what's
I'm gonna
mechanically
treat it as
useful. Like, how cool is that?
Hell
You
no,
have your own dragon.
I'm gonna treat it
know.
as my freaking. I'm gonna treat it as my freaking child. I was already searching for freaking tokens for it.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
Fair enough.
I like it.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
I think I got two. I think I got another red card draw because I finished the level 7 game or something like that.
Oh wait, hold on. I just thought of the fact that it's gonna have to have the dynamic between my freaking dragonling and my staff now.
I do have a question. I had to, because I only have the 3 attunement slots. So the mask, the Jester's mask that I got, I had to unattune something. I chose to unattune the Rod of Alertness.
Oh,
Is there anyone who has a free attunement slot who may be interested or may benefit from getting an advantage on perception checks, which also grants you a +5 to your passive perception?
I could
Ooh.
give it to Strahd.
Oh God.
Can we strap it on the top of
Strap on.
the top? Shut the fuck
The
up.
fuck?
I
Oh
said,
God.
can
Why
we-
do I have
I
the
was-
deck of many appearing on my screen?
I was gonna say, could we strap it onto the top of Warn? Or,
Why do I have the deck of many
Yungling
appearing on my
and,
screen?
Have Yungling use it.
Yeah, Jay brings up an interesting point. He did just complete level 7 of our Lost game in the community server, which that is a bonus game available to anybody at the supporter level subscription. I think it's like $4 monthly. And you get to play a little bonus dice game every time you complete it, based off of my favorite TV show of all time, Lost. Every time you complete this bonus game, you get yourself a nice little bonus, and Jay has completed level 7, which is a red card draw for one of his characters. Go ahead, which character is it that is getting the draw?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Genzo this time.
Gotcha.
Oh no, actually, I think no, I'm gonna give it to Jax, right? Because I rolled for Genzo last time around.
Okay, I was going to say either
right.
one. Just go ahead and draw it now, but just know who to assign it to. Just click the deck there on the bottom right, and it should automatically flip it over, and we can see what we're looking at.
Oh! I thought I was just gonna roll it on the channel. Okay.
I'm gonna freaking laugh if he gets to level up.
Come on, Sun card. Sun card. Sun
Hurricane.
card.
So I just click on the card, right? All right, here we go.
Click on the deck and drag
Click
it.
it.
Oh Jesus, fuck!
It's the
Ooh.
Comet. That is a tricky one, if I recall.
Isn't that the
gotta
one
kill
encounter?
the one monster?
Yeah, I believe that is the one where if you single-handedly defeat the next monster or group of monsters you meet, you automatically go up a level.
I mean, it was a level up, kind of.
Go find yourself a rat. You can do it, Jax.
Can I let Jax like physically kill me just so that you can get it?
The next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, i.e.
Yeah, I
the
insulted
GM is not going to allow a break in that right there. It will
But
have to
I
be an
insulted his
actual
mother.
encounter. All right,
Just
we'll drop
aggro
that
Yungling,
back.
kill it with something that it hasn't been killed by yet, and it comes back with immunity to that attack.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess that kind of sucks for everybody else if Jax tries to do that.
Yeah, we've only had one character
yeah.
draw that one before, and
I think
fortunately
last season
she was
usually-
able to see it done because we had kind of an encounter train where they triggered one monster and then the group triggered another group of monsters, and I allowed it that the first monster triggered, if they let her fight it alone, that would fulfill the conditions. But if anybody tried to help with that one initial monster, it would not.
All right.
I don't
Well,
know how
we'll
the
see what
encounters
happens.
will look, though. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yes, we will. As we are back here on the Artesia map. I think, let's see, Levlar is not here. Tobashi is still not here. That is unfortunate. Oh, goodness. Yes, yes.
He's not even showing as online.
She is not. And, yeah, I feel like I'm getting a little... Who does the doctor see? Patience. You see this jacket? What's going on with it right here? It's wearing thin. It's a bit of a stretch. It's kind of where I'm at right now, though. I don't like
All
addressing
you
this every
need
other week.
are just a couple
enough,
patience.
Let's bring Puck back onto the battlefield, though, or the aftermath of said battlefield.
Yeah, I'm sorry about last week.
Oh,
It's all
good.
good.
We've got our little poison spider currently toting a potion of invulnerability inside of its little receptacle. We've met the survivors of the community, the Rabbit Shetson. Yes, indeed. I am one of the mechanics of this community, and thanks to your group's fine efforts, I have decided to gift to you one of my finest creations, the Battlemobile 3.0.
Did he say the Batmobile?
The Battlemobile. I'm sorry, my
Battle.
yes, my accent sometimes makes it a bit difficult. And his significant other, the lovely tiefling known as Maya. She's pretty soft-spoken, but she is very attached and seemingly protective of her hairfolk companion. Likewise, here in the church, we found a individual named Timbor Tugroten. And, I mean, wouldn't you know it? We just did a Hype Train Deck of Many Things draw. We did a red card draw for Jax because he successfully completed number 7 game and lost. And there's an actual deck of many things physically here in game on this table that he has warned us to. I do not think you would want to interact with that.
I forgot about that.
And then there is this individual, also apparently a priest or cleric of some type, who has not said anything, but is apparently... Timbor knows this individual so well that he can translate the intent of the one known as the Faceless.
I bet his sermons are pretty quiet.
Everybody speaks in tongues.
Well, man, well.
Alright, and that sets us up pretty well here. We have completed the combats. We've explored around the site. It appears that only these 4 have survived what happened.
So, Xavier has a strange sensation to reach into his Heward's handy haversack, and he ends up pulling out this Jester's mask.
You absolutely cannot.
And he kind of looks at it and just gets this feeling to put it on. And he
Fuck
puts
you.
on this Jester's mask.
All of a sudden, you just look up and Boward's in front of you and just like, what's that? When did you get that? What is it?
You know, we were 1 roll away from Ballard, or I'm sorry, from Silkus, getting the Jester's mask. I was like, dude, if he has the sombrero and the
God.
Jester's mask.
I would have actually attuned to the sombrero and put it on if I got the Jester's mask.
Xavier just kind of looks and goes, I'm not sure when I got it. It just was in my pack, and I had this feeling I had to put it on.
It's a pretty wicked looking mask.
There's Tabashi.
Hello, Tobashi.
Hey.
Welcome to the party.
That's some good news right there. That's what I'm talking about.
You
Raise a little
might not be able
420 to
push
our
talk
friend
right
here.
now. You might want to switch. There you go.
I don't know. It just seems like it made sense for me to put this on.
When you put it on, I'll just like knock on it and just be like, "Did it do anything?"
I'm not sure.
I knock on it and you go flying back towards the door.
How do you challenge somebody to an initiative off? I win, because I have advantage. The mask works. Hooray! Also for Zoidberg. And additional, I believe, I don't think we've covered this yet, although we've kind of discussed it throughout the narrative here. But Timbor, as part of his thanks to your group for their rescue of his community, if you are indeed intent on traveling into the wastelands, you will need the proper protections. I can offer your group suits that will protect you from the toxicity in the atmosphere, the radiation seeping from the soil itself. It will be slow and uncomfortable going. These suits are for protection, not for combative purposes or ease of movement as you may be used to. But they will allow you to breathe and exist without imminent doom. I do believe I have enough for each of you, though some modifications for different dimensions may be necessary as he looks over at the tiny ferry floating in through the front door. I do not believe we have one offhand that will fit this one. You will have to make some adjustments.
What about me, sir? What about me?
I believe a healthy heaping of duct tape will assist us with
Oh, God.
with this.
Why do I get bigger every time?
Out of game.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. You want?
What are the out of game? What are the logistical
Oh,
like
God.
downsides of those outfits, or upsides rather?
I'm so big that I'm literally like blocked
She's
out
the map.
light.
I am the map. You will adventure on me.
Oh
Kitty.
my.
Oh dear.
All right. Oh, and looks like Priyu got shunted
dear.
all the way over to there. Gonna have to bring you back inside the action here. As
Sorry.
far as the suits go, they will not actively put any imposition on you if you have to wear them during combat, as long as you have proficiency in light armor. If you have no armor
Okay, cool.
proficiency at all, then you will be at disadvantage on certain actions, skill checks primarily, if you are wearing a radiation suit. Otherwise, its biggest cost is going to be defensively, because obviously any armor you're wearing is going to be replaced by this. It isn't going to defend you
question.
against attacks at all.
Another question.
Would good. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Related question. The boon that you gave us a while ago that said, hey, you can get 10 extra points to your armor class / defense / whatever, but in order to have / apply that boon, you have to remove your armor. Would this qualify, or is putting on this suit gonna make my armor class go down by 10 kind of thing?
That
This-
was along the same lines of what I was going to ask about the unarmored defenses.
Yeah, this will not affect your AC in that way. Those of you who have the idols
Cool.
that give you a static AC, this will not replace that.
And I assume it won't affect the unarmored defenses for me and Shags.
I wouldn't think so.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
We've got all that out of the way. Let's draw from the real deck of many things and see how many characters get voided, sent to hell, or otherwise removed from the group without
I
any saving
bet.
throw. Let's draw. Let's
Oh!
draw. Let's draw.
Oh,
Let's draw.
cool.
Ooh, ooh,
Going?
ooh,
I
ooh.
bet that was too fast for
Go.
anyone to stop anyways.
Let's go! I'm
What's
pretty
the worst
sure.
that happens? Create a new
boy.
character.
I'm pretty sure I still have my 3 wishes from that Luna card I drew like months ago.
Yes, yes, you do.
Oh, good lord. If you're trying to do what I think you're gonna do, I think Daniel's gonna smite you for it. But okay.
Well, last time, we tried to cover up the deck of many things because we were like, it's dangerous to leave it just sitting around here. We covered it up with a blanket, and the deck literally was like, get that shit out of my face, and threw it off.
It's like the Three
Mhm.
Stooges
Yep.
episode where Curly sees the hole in the floor and he just covers up with a rug. Oh, that's dangerous!
Oh,
That's exactly
sorry,
it.
interrupting real quick. Daniel, I forgot to mention this at the start of the session, but I'm spending my my monthly super supporter and epic supporter things for the Beskar redemption stuff.
Gotcha. Note to self: no encounters this session. All right, all RP. Let's
Fun.
do it. Woo 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 woo.
I mean, I'm down for it. But it's the last week. It's the last day of the month anyway, so.
I'm okay with that. I like the RP.
That's all
So
up
do
to
I. I
you.
get to RP more as
That's
a
why I was-
Rolla.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. I'm cool with it. I'm just gonna use them regardless because
Sure.
it's the last session of the month.
Oh, that's right.
Well-
You used yours earlier for Silkus, but you have not yet this month, I guess, for Ballard would be the.
I haven't even used them for Silkus now.
What the fuck?
I used them last month.
Man,
But
this
not
month
this
frickin'
month.
flew by like a mother.
It really did.
Martinez
all
is
fun and
cooking.
games
You
till
know, he's
someone
good.
gets
He's
it right,
there
okay.
cooking like a mother.
All right. Well, while you guys are messing with that, I'm gonna look at Shetson and be like, "Did you want to show me that research you were talking about for the alternative fuel?"
Oh, yes, I did say I would go look for me notes in that respect. I don't know offhand where they are, but, how long you planning on hanging out? This might take me a bit of time, as everything is in a bit of a state of disrepair and chaos right now.
Well, we're hanging out long enough to play Go Fish with these handy-dandy cards over here.
I mean, that'll take you 4 minutes. Perhaps if you would be kind enough, or whatever enough to consider our community for your next long rest. Maya makes a wicked rotisserie chicken that you'd all be welcome to if you decided to come back here at the end of your adventuring day instead of back to wherever it is you folks hang your hats.
Xavier will nod to that. I don't think that would be too much of an issue. I mean, we just helped you guys clear out those zombies, and we could always help you with some of the repairs also when we're here. As long as it's
yes.
not too straining.
That'd be appreciated. If you're as capable at repairs as you are at combat, this place will be up in tip-top shape in no time.
I will do my best.
Timbor nods along as well. Yes, of course. You and your friends are welcome here any time. It may be some time before we are fully up and operational again, but you will have a place to rest, to cleanse yourself of the day's travails, and once we are fully up, a place to conduct necessary bartering.
Sounds good.
While
to me.
that would be amazing, we would not want to betray Chini Bettini.
Somebody has not read what happened, and I think in that respect, that's a perfect segue right now to work ourselves into the inevitable. We've got a few different events occurring here in very quick succession. We're gonna make we're gonna compliment sandwich this. We're gonna give you a little
Okay,
good,
I don't like when you
a
say
little
that.
bad, and a little good. So
I mean,
first
I know
and
the
foremost,
events, but I don't like you.
yeah, first the good is if you only knew the power. Those of you who followed along on our Twitch channel over the last month knew that our community challenge was entitled this. It had something to do with using the Force. We did complete said community challenge, and the results of which were posted in our Discord server yesterday. Effectively, hero points have been upgraded to Force points. Whether you roll a die 6 or a die 8, they are effectively hero points with advantage. So you get to roll 2, take the better of the 2. Those of you who are not currently in possession of hero points, you get a Force point every session now, regardless of subscription status or anything. The power of the Force is quite strong in this era at this time, and all characters may benefit from it. The horrible part that happens after this is any of you who are in possession of purchased magic items, items that you have spent gold coins on, or items that you have spent Beskar bucks on. These items take on a necrotic or psychic aura for the briefest of seconds before the aura suddenly seems to heat, and you can hear the very faint sound of popping, almost like a popcorn in the microwave coming from the next room. As at the conclusion of the microwave, these magic items kind of almost short out and smolder with a little wisp of black smoke. Their magical properties are obviously discharged. It is not obvious what has happened or why this has happened, other than those of you in possession of these types of items now are bereft of their abilities. Note that any magic items gained during our Streamiversary celebration, or our Serverversary celebration, I should say, back in November, December of last year, those items are good. You can still keep those. Items that you have gained from hype trains, likewise, those are good. Relics that you have gotten from annual subscriptions, likewise, those items are intact. This extends purely to items that were purchased or redeemed. Even the free night vision goggles and the robes of useful items that were gifted to you from the merchants, even these items are still exempt for whatever reason. Maybe it's just because you didn't purchase them, but those items are intact. Otherwise, any other items just went poof.
Are potions safe or no?
Potions in Roleplaying Unlimited count as alchemy, not magic items.
Okay, cool.
So those are safe. And
My scrolls
I don't
all
remember
buffed,
how many
and so did
potions
my
I've
wand.
gotten.
correct. Scrolls are definitely magic items. And then our third and final impactful event is the wave of Cardathi energy that is emanating all the way from planet Earth. All of these are storylines that have been in progress for years now. All of these storylines were, dare I say, pretty neatly, if a bit wordy, because there's a lot going on, but all of these events were tied up in a new Coalescence channel just the other day, explaining where this wave of energy comes from and why, for those of you who redeemed or participated to sufficient extent in our hype train last weekend, your characters now discover a tingling in your blood and a very interesting energy almost at the edge of your nerves that you're free to play around with that narratively, how it is your character uncovers these powers, but in short, you are able to make use of any superpowers that you have gained rather immediately.
Cool, I have an idea for mine. Narratively, that is.
And remember, some of yours also allow a little narrative freedom, like if you have energy expulsion, it can come from your hands, it can come from your eyes, it can come from your mouth.
Oh yeah, no. More specifically, I have it for expert fighter, not lucky.
Very
Lucky's
cool.
kinda
Oh, I have a
just
perfect
gonna happen.
idea for it for Rala.
Likewise, if you have flight, you can have wings or no wings. And again, anybody that wants to get in on these superpowers, we did offer an extension. If you were unable to participate in the hype train last weekend, there is a direct workaround posted in the announcements channel the other day. If you want to just get in on some superpowers, you do have the option to do so. Otherwise, I will turn it back over to you now that we've got all that hooray and fuck stuff out of the way.
What about the Jedi Starter Pack? Has that started yet?
That will officially kick off next Sunday. May the 4th be with you.
Ah, got it. Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, Ballard, you got lucky? Oh my god. That is an amazing one to have.
Yeah, I get the freaking legendary resistance once per long rest, so.
Not just that, you have lucky, which means if you roll a nat 1 on an attack roll, which I think if you roll a 2 or higher with your character, you can't miss, can you?
I have a plus 13 in attacks, so
Right. So pretty much any D zombies that we come across, you're hitting.
yeah, and that's besides the fact that I got expert fighter, which gives me the plus 3d6 minimum to all damage.
I know you're a wrecking machine now.
Yep.
Like I told you, new plan is literally just let Ballard stand in front, take all the damage, and then everyone just fight from afar.
My God.
Okay, now for the role-playing part. You said that this wave of energy hits us like right now.
Yes, it do.
All right. Well, as Xavier's talking to Shetson, he just kind of like holds his head for a second, like staggers back, and he's like, "Whoa, what was that?"
Ballard from the other side of the room was looking at the table. And he'll just, as soon as it hits him, he'll just like, you just hear like a thud on the table in the back, and he just goes, "The fuck was that?"
How many cards landed and stuck to his face that he accidentally draws as he stands up?
The fuck? Yeah, that doesn't happen. You have to declare how many cards you're drawing at the time. Inadvertent draws do not count.
Aww.
Funny. Oops.
Yeah, the deck is very specific. When you take it into your possession, you will have some awareness, at least, that something in the deck is prompting you to declare how many draws you're making from it, even if you don't know what the item is. That is the bare minimum that you are given access to.
Xavier looks around and goes, "Ballard, are you okay?"
I just come running back, and I'm like, I don't know, my head tingled for a moment, and then I was fine.
Oh God.
I just leaned back and put my hand on the altar or whatever this is, and it just cracks. And I'm like,
Back to my altar?
the hell did that, huh?
Anyone else feel that, or was it just Ballard and I?
And what happens is Jax basically kind of like he takes a deep breath, and you can see that like his muscles grow muscles. It's like, you know, his body, his flesh becomes almost like stone.
Oh, apparently
Oh, did
Pre
you
got
actually get the
the
skin off?
growth power.
She can cast
No, not
super
again!
enlarge.
Oh God.
She has the Devour Tarrasque ability.
She gets the power super enlarge, which is like normal
Oh,
enlarge,
God.
but with a cape.
I'm gonna go start shuffling through the deck and make sure that we summon the freaking Taras so that freaking Pre can.
Oh no, now I'm have to say.
Why you gotta break? Why you gotta break? Why I gotta? No, I don't want to be tiny either. Garden snake over here. Like, no, it's one of those what they call the shoestring snakes that look like they're angry shoelaces.
You could always hang on my shoulder with my lava spider.
Do you know what's going on? I feel strange.
Xavier will like lean down on the pew with his hand, and when he goes to pull it away, it kind of like sticks a bit. And he's like, "What the heck was that?"
Can I roll an Arcana check to see what's happening to them?
I just run up to you as I see your hand start sticking, and I'm like,
You certainly can.
Yeah, Rala just starts pulling up from her book to see if there's anything regarding this.
I mean, even those of you who did not unlock superpowers, this is a very noticeable wave of energy that, at the very least, raises the hair on the back of your neck, causes some goosebumps, perhaps a little unsettling sensation. This is the galaxy's most powerful and unstable energy. So whether your character instinctively has it within their blood to manifest this and channel it into something else, or whether it just passes over you and you're just aware that something happened, it is an event that everybody notices.
a little particle accelerator action. But Ballard will just lean into Xavier and he'll just say, Is that spider? As he like touches your hand.
It is. Yeah, you of course would know because you have the spider climb ability, don't you, from the cloak? So you notice it literally is like the same type of effect that you have from the cloak.
That's why he immediately just like ran up to you with excitement. He was like, touches your hand slowly, pulls it away, and he was like, "All right," just walks back.
What?
The Cards Against Humanity card. Why am I sticky?
Oh God.
What is it, Ballard?
I just look at you and just say, I don't know if it's the only thing that happened to you, but you're like me now as I like run up to the back wall and just start like walking on the wall.
Xavier kind of looks in disbelief and goes, "You mean I can walk on walls?"
Go up to the wall on the left.
Alright.
Now jump on it.
Okay. Xavier will kind of jump up at the wall, and yeah, his feet and hands stick, and he's like, "What the heck?" And
You're sticky too.
I'll stand up and kind of like step up the wall a little bit. How high is the ceiling in here?
About 30 feet.
He gets up about 20 feet, turns around, and he's like, "Oh my god."
I'm still just waiting for you to try to jump down and be like me and glide down.
No, he's
Oh!
like,
Okay then, Rala says, seemingly sounding rather stressed. Yes, and whatnot.
using a bonus action, I all of a sudden teleport over to this wall, and I'm like, "Oh." Then he teleports up onto the ceiling. He's like, "Oh."
And then he rolled
Very
that
good.
one on his acrobatics and falls.
This makes things very interesting as he ports back down over here beside Shetson.
It is very strange, these things that are happening. I don't know what's happened to me, but who knows? We will see what the effects are. Is everybody else okay?
I seem to be fine. I don't seem to be affected by it whatsoever.
I felt it kind of like rush past, like when you hear butterfly wings flapping in the wind kind of thing, but I didn't feel anything.
It's not like I need two things to be affected by anyway, she says as she looks at her dragon arm.
I just rush to the door. Hey, Puck. You feel anything?
Nope. I don't know what you people are talking about.
You want to come inside so that we can discuss shit?
Sure, why not?
Xavier walks over to Jackson. He's looking, and he's like, "You look almost like you just worked out. Like, a lot."
Yes, it's quite strange, and my skin feels different. Like, I don't know. He taps it, and it it feels like skin, but it's like very hard, and it's very strange.
Xavier holds out his arm and goes, "Well, I'm no stranger to odd skin." And he goes, and he looks at it, and I guess could I make an Arcana check on Jax?
Not fucking cool, Blaze. I'm trying to take a drink here, and I just look up at the Twitch chat. The Twitch chat. Holy crap! Is that Count Chocula talking?
I was cracking
Oh
up
my
over
God.
that.
Oh lord. I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see if I can decipher things that are going on with Jax. Derp? I don't know.
I have no idea. Here's good news for Homer Simpson.
Jax is gonna try himself.
Man smart. The woman is smarter. Man smart.
While they're having that conversation, I'll just walk up to Timbor and just say, "Hey, you said we needed a little bit of a customized work for my fairy friend back there.
Yes.
Did you need any help with that, or do you guys got that?"
I would trust that upon you to make any adjustments necessary. As far as the Arcana check there, this does not appear to be a magical effect, but something more supernatural, possibly even unique. It is unlike anything that you are aware of offhand with your magical knowledge.
This
Yeah,
builds
the force doesn't count as magic, does it?
Yeah, potato,
I think
potato.
this is
Some
force,
people use the
but I
force
don't
and
know
call it magic, but that's all
I know.
interpretive.
I know. Rolla took notes of it, thinking it was magic.
Yes, this is something different, I think. It would be interesting to explore it a little bit more. The effects
Whatever.
seem to be very random, though.
I mean, yeah, aside from the cultists, we have encountered the Skywalker guy from the, or not Skywalker, but the Sith guy from the castle. So.
I mean,
Like, what, did I miss that one where we encountered the Skywalkers? That would have been awesome.
Yes,
I mean-
turns out
I mean-
Priyu is actually related to them.
What's up, Rolla?
I mean, whatever this thing is, it's something like this was. Let's study a lot more. Just really, we know like everything about it. Heck, the entire our organization will flip over this new whatever this new magic is.
I just kind of look at everyone and just like, well, I would love to explore more of this, but I think we should probably get going, considering I look around and just be like, it's quiet, and I don't want to cause much more ruckus for these guys, because it's definitely going. Move me off of that card now.
I was
The
gonna say,
deck of many
speaking of
things pulled
ruckus,
us all up there.
Yeah.
You guys want to do some card draws? Okay. So how are we doing this? I had no idea you were so eager. Look at that. Everybody just dogpiled onto it. Wow.
I guess the better question is how. I was gonna say, I guess the better question is how do you want us to do this?
Ark just slowly walks away.
I assume
With my
nothing.
luck, my first straw is gonna be
The void.
gonna be a freaking black hole.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Do not pass go. Do not collect 200.
Now, wouldn't it really be a kick in the butt to Daniel if the first draw that actually came out was the 50,000 XP card?
That would be funny as hell. So how do we actually draw a card, though?
You walk up, you declare how many cards you want to draw, because you can draw more than one, and you have to
don't.
draw that many.
You don't
but
draw from
it's in
it.
proceeding order.
These cards have robbed people of their very souls and banished people to places unknown. I do not recommend even a cursory interaction.
Robbed us
I
of our
walk-
souls.
I walk up to Timber and I'm like,
Again.
has anyone actually drawn any cards from that deck in particular? I point to the table back there.
Yes.
Do you happen to know what cards? Like, what were the figures on them?
I do not.
But you said someone lost their soul and somebody vanished?
Yes.
Okay,
So
but
the
this
character
guy
we know
is
at
like
least two of the bad
super
cards
high
are
right
gone.
now. Can we really trust his memory?
He's the only NPC right now.
I mean, I wouldn't
right here
exactly
that I
draw
trust.
for them since it's like he said, those are very dangerous. Very.
Okay, I understand that, but the fact is that if they are so dangerous, it is not safe to leave them lying around. Is it possible to gather up these cards and move them somewhere without actually drawing a card.
That was my question as well.
Tell me why Ballard still wants to draw one though.
Oh god.
Is Priyu tempted to pull up a card?
No, Priyu is trying to gather up the cards into a stack and put them away, like, so we can hide them later or something. Bury them in the yard, who knows. But they're not, it's too unsafe to leave them just out where anyone can grab one. What if a zombie... What if one of those random orange zombies out there decides to pull one and gets a random 5,000 point boost, huh? Then we'll have,
Super zombie.
The next leader of the universe is a Type C.
If we want to take them, and in terms of, like, trying to find a way in the future to get rid of them, you can put them in one of my bags of holding.
That sounds pretty... Is anyone opposed to that?
I'm not.
Nope, that's fine with me. Hey, Puck.
As long as they're safely tucked in the bag, like, we're fine.
Yeah, it's totally not going to be my snack bag where I just randomly pull out a card every time.
He pulls out a card and eats it. No.
Hey, have you noticed that some of our magic items are no longer working?
Yeah, that reminds me, Xavier,
Yes.
I pull out one of my bags of holding and I just say,
Put this
you
in your bag
remember
of holding.
Huh? What'd you say?
He said to put this in your bag of holding.
You shush.
Nesting.
I look at Xavier and just say, you remember those scrolls I bought for us?
Yeah?
Yeah, those are gone.
Xavier quickly reaches into his bag and tries to pull out one of the new scrolls that he had just bought, and it's, I guess, dust. And he reaches for another one, and it's dust as well. He's like, "What the heck?" Then he checks his sword, his Undead Slayer dagger. It still seems to be functioning, and he checks his. He knows his mantle works because his rogue's mantle is the thing that allows him to teleport. And the Rod of Alertness, he unattuned to be able to attune the Jester's Mask. But he looks at that and he goes, Puck, are you able to attune to any new magic items?
I'm not sure. Hey, DM, am I able to do that?
Oh yeah, everybody gets 3 attunement slots. Just a matter of if you have any items already in those spaces.
I still have that golden egg.
Yeah, for those of you who got those idle items that influence your defense, those do consume an attunement slot.
Well, either way, Xavier will hold out the Rod of Alertness towards Puck and goes, would this be of any benefit to you?
I'm looking at it and I'm like, so I'm looking at my character sheet right now and I think it might work.
Well, do you have any magic items already out of character?
I don't actually.
Okay, then you would have 3 attunement slots that you could use. He'll hand you that and be like, here, take an hour to get yourself attuned to this. And that should help you with spotting danger.
As you're in mid-conversation here, the deck of many things goes into a bag of holding. There is a rush of wind from within the bag. It turns itself inside out, spilling all of its contents onto the floor before extinguishing itself into a singularity. All of the items, including the deck of many things, are now scattered on the floor. The bag of holding is gone.
Well, good thing there was nothing else in that bag of holding.
There was, it's just on the floor now.
No, I know, there was no... Sorry, my bad. There was nothing, stored in that bag.
Gotcha.
Is what I was saying.
Yeah, no big bad even if there is. It's just, now you gotta scoop it up off the floor.
That deck is way too dangerous to live.
Delete that bag of holding then.
I suppose we will have to now carry it on our person.
I mean, we could always use it as a last-ditch effort if we really need to. But anyway,
Look
here,
over
Puck.
the
And he'll hand Puck the Rod of Alertness.
Cool.
question. Will this it wouldn't be put in a bag. It wouldn't be put like under the covers. Will it allow itself to be put into a pocket? Like,
I don't think so.
so we have to carry this out in the open at all times?
like a
Hold it out
like
to
a
the
street
zombie.
If we
magician.
wanna
Draw a
carry
card,
it,
any
yeah.
card.
If we want to carry it, yeah. But I honestly, I'm sorry. This thing is dangerous, and we don't want to leave it here. But it is even more dangerous if we bring it with us.
He just
I
chuckles
agree.
and lights up another smoke. it's almost as if it has a mind of its own.
It's almost like
It
it
seems to
wants
be.
us to draw from there.
I totally
I've-
believe both of those statements.
I've had a similar impression of this item, good Rala.
All I know is a story from my dad where they found one and started opening cards, and somebody
everyone
got
lived
teleported
happily
to
ever.
another dimension.
Oh, I was going a
So-
different way with that.
Well,
Why don't you go with
Xavier-
live happily ever after when you said and their soul got sucked?
I would just eat it.
Listen.
Armor's going to eat the deck of anything. Or
Xavier-
cause a quantum singularity
Alright.
of gastric bypass. Go!
Xavier, listening to them saying that it seems like it has a mind of its own, he's going to look and he's going to be like, Deck, we need to make certain that you're safe. Is it okay for us to carry you? And he'll open up just a normal pouch on his side. In here, perhaps?
Oh, but I really want Ballad to be carrying me around with those soft, silky hands.
Silky voice, not fucking. What the
That's
fuck
hilarious.
was that?
That would be funny if the deck actually answered me and said that. I'd be like, well, Ballard, there you go.
Freaked out a little bit.
Oh yeah, this guy uses the lotion.
And he's got that grappling appendage.
Oh god.
Alright, I'm gonna start calling the deck Tyrone. Jesus.
Tyrone.
Oh, it's this episode in the series, is it?
Where's the beach?
I was gonna say we've got a beach episode incoming at some point. At this point,
I guess it just started.
Is it Baywatch? Are we reenacting
we're in
Baywatch.
Baywatch.
No,
The deck of many things manifests as like
that's it. It's an anime trope where basically usually one episode in the series is where all the characters kind of get into hijinks that are a bit
Yeah.
not safe for
Yeah.
work.
it's the fan service episode of every anime.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
just what it is.
That would bring up the real question. Do you really want to see Xavier in a Speedo?
This is the
Oh.
Fuck no, I
just
will throw you
tickles my
through
balls.
the fucking wall before that happens.
I mean, yes, I've got a 24 charisma. I understand that, but
Nice. If I suppose I shouldn't try to summon the merchant then.
No.
I
Why not?
mean,
We don't know
why
in
not?
game that there is no merchant. Nobody's tried to do that yet.
Let me
might
try.
be
I-
a good idea to find
I'll,
out what happened with our magic items.
Yeah, Jack summons him.
Okay,
Alright,
we're gonna get
let
teleported
me-
again, aren't we?
Let me get this situated then. I may not have a suitable token, so I may just theater of the mind our next bit here. What's going on? Check on that in a few moments. Oh goodness. Didn't realize this would be such a detailed search. Something went wrong with your query. Please try again. Well, that's less than helpful.
Oh,
Sheeny
boy.
Boutini is no more. No!
Right now I've got a search result. At least I can try something here. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. And not what I'm looking for. Nope. I'm highly doubtful that I will find what I want. So, not going to spend too much time on this. Huh. That actually will kind of fucking work. Alright. Holy crap.
Is that a skull?
Say, that didn't work.
The skull of Chini Butini.
Did you just kill Chini Butini?
So he summons the merchant, and what appears in the space where our merchant usually would be is a thick, leathery, fleshy sack that's roughly about the size of a human head. And as you all just kind of look at the fuck is this gross ass thing, it turns inside out, revealing the features of an individual. This is a kind of our best approximation right here as it becomes a face. But we would also add in some horns to the face here, as it appears. It is good to see you here, my friends. The connection may not be so good from such great distance. You have reached Meridian, merchant extraordinaire. It is with great pleasure, my friends, that I have to confess that we are out of the businesses of the business. The time has come for me and my kind to move on to greener pastures, as it were. I do hope there are no hard feelings for the service that you have provided to me and my kind. You may take comfort in knowing that it is thanks to your efforts that my kind may now have a new and beautiful homeworld upon which to stretch our legs and call it a day. The head then just kind of blinks and smiles at all of you.
You're most welcome, but what kind are you?
What kind am I?
Yes, you said you and your kind.
Ah,
I've
yes,
not
I
been
suppose.
able to-
I suppose you have earned that. Yes, we are of the species known throughout the galaxy as the Yuzhan Vong.
So
Good.
you
Pleased to meet you, I think.
sold
Yeah.
us magical items that were duds?
Xavier just, if he looks up, he sees Ballard, like, literally clenching a fist, getting ready to fucking smack this thing.
You
Who are
did
you and what
assist
have you
us
done
with.
to Cheney?
You did assist us with your coin and your gathered Beskar. In exchange, we provided goods to you that had no guaranteed period of operational usage.
So you scammed them.
You said something about Chini Butini. Yes, the Shaper has earned great reward with the gods for his actions here. He does wish you the best. He is quite fond of you in particular, Priyu.
So he didn't. Wait. I have confusion.
Okay.
I just look at Xavier from across the way and I'm like, can I do it now?
Xavier's face is unreadable, mostly because he's got a mask on.
And then he took his mask off and was like, "Well, you're not Big Granny, you're Martin." Maybe it was a sequel. Big Granny's House 2 or something. It's another sequel.
Shut the hell.
You see, it holds its shape even underwater.
It's even funnier now that I fucking know
So-
what it's from.
You all knew and know that we are in a dire situation right now. And you gave us magical items that we thought would function like normal magical items, and they have now just fizzled, putting us at a severe disadvantage to protect ourselves.
And my friend was in on this?
For starters, you are likely unfamiliar with how a magic item is supposed to function. My guess would be that the entirety of your magical item handling experience was facilitated by me and my shopkeeps. In fact, I am positive of such, so if anything, our items have worked exactly as specified.
Xavier pulls out his undead slayer and goes, "No, I've got other magic items."
I pull out my freaking great sword.
I do not say
I'm gonna
every
pull out my
item
undead
functions
slayer as well.
identically.
I just start preparing a firebolt.
So
And when you
no-
talk about, I do apologize, but when you talk about being in a desperate and dire situation, when your entire homeworld crumbles beneath your feet and your entire species is forced into a nomadic existence among the stars for hundreds of years, and you are in the process of trying to rebuild the way of life for billions of people, you may speak to me about trials and heartaches and things of that nature. Until then, it is quite likely you have no idea the scope of what you are discussing.
Well,
What
one,
do you-
if I was in that situation, I wouldn't just cheat people, I would ask them for their help. I would have willingly helped you if you would have asked.
You have received 4 seconds worth of information that is hundreds of years old, and you immediately assume that you have conjured the solution that billions of my kind have not conceived of. Please do not waste my time.
And
Wasting
secondly,
your
you've
time
seen this zombie
after
apocalypse happening.
scamming us.
You may see it that way if you wish. Buyer
what are your
beware.
plans going forward now, Meridian? Now that you have your homeworld.
Oh, joy.
That was finished. She just smacks it with it.
I am so glad that you asked, so that like.
Did you really have to?
I just look at the rest of them. And
Yeah,
be
it
like,
just squelches
"What?
and like
He pissed me
deflates.
off."
It just deflates like a cake that was not properly cooked, and you poke it. It's
Jack says, "Did you have to do that before he answered the question?"
He was pissing me off, okay?
No, we would not know anything about this new Yuzan Vong.
We wouldn't have known
The-
anything anyways. You really think he would have told you the truth?
It would
I
have
have-
been. It would have been information.
I also
Mm.
have a spell that would compel him to tell us the truth.
If you ever meet him
He
again,
sighed.
you're on standby on using that spell, okay, for you?
He sighs and he says, "Oh, all right. Well, now that we are bereft of the aid of their merchants and their magic items, we have to figure out a way to get across that. We'll have to," he says, "we won't have access to food supplies that we can purchase very easily now."
Not to mention, I won't be
Well-
able to fly in one of those suits, so you're gonna be on
Well,
the
I
ground
do
level.
have a stockpile on potions already, but
Yeah, that's
I
true.
do see your point.
We do want to make certain that we have enough food to cross this dangerous area that Timbor here has told us about.
All right. Timbor, are you and your people going to be continuing to stay here?
Yes, we will try to batten down the hatches as best we can for the remainder of the day, reconstruct any breaches in security. If your group would be so kind as to check in on us again this evening, I would be appreciative.
I will do so. In the meanwhile, we can make sure that you are all right. If there's anything heavy that you need to lift or clothes or anything like that, I can help you.
Did you say that if I needed you to lift some clothes for me?
No,
I am not
I
that
mean,
weak.
no, more like the gates and the big gates out the front.
Understood, yes. That
Speaking
is
of which,
one of
Xavier
the...
Xavier
you
takes
can-
a seat.
As we discussed earlier, the gates were never directly breached. seemed as if the infection spread from inside.
If
You mind if we go investigate that place?
Yeah, that is, that's one of the areas where the wall has indeed been busted through, so, definitely could stand some repair work over there.
you can definitely count on me and account for the same thing as Jack's over there. Anything that you might need, let us know. We'll probably be here for the night before we take off.
It is like morning right now, isn't it?
It's still pretty early in the day. I don't...
Oh, it is? Okay, then never mind.
Let me check our
Ignore
rest
the last part
tracker.
of what I said.
Where? Man, it's been a while since I've activated that. We are on session 18 right now. You guys took your long rest in session 15 2 sessions ago, and then we came here first thing-ish in the morning, had this combat, and yeah, it's like late... Mid to late morning right now after we finish this up. We could certainly
So, like,
open up room for a short rest if we wanted to.
So, like, probably like 10,
Yeah.
9 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Short rest would give Buck enough time to attune the rod.
I have a, and he says this to the group, right? Out of earshot of all the people who are not part of our group. He says, "Are any of you frontline fighters, apart from Ballard?"
Okay, I'm like,
I
I
was gonna say
literally just
points
like
at
give you
Ballard.
I just give you a freaking annoyed look.
He says,
Xavier
Oh, it just
looks
goes-
and he's like,
Does it look like I can withstand the boulder the size of a house? Those Jacks.
"Well, you see, I have this belt of fire giant strength, and I was wondering if any of you would like to use it. On loan,
How
of
much-
course."
How much strength does that one give you again?
"Why?"
I forget how much the fire giant one was.
Well, I have no
That's
need of
25.
Someone else can take it.
25.
So,
Okay.
Ark could take it.
I was gonna say, like, right now Xavier's got a strength of 3 because of that wish spell. The only problem is that means I'd have to unattune something else.
Well, yes,
I
the-
mean,
you
yeah, Ballard has
you
a
would have-
22, so.
you would have to, attune to it. But if somebody wants it for now, I'm happy to loan it to you. I'm not using it.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
but
want to use my Undead Slayer? And I could use the belt?
Twice in one day.
What was that? Twice in one day?
Yep. If you watched how the magic item distribution went earlier this morning, the guy with the most magic items laid claim to the choiciest item, while the character who had no magic items spoke up and was like, I could use that, and just kind of got steamrolled.
Oh, no.
no,
I
I
don't
don't want. No, I have 22, but I'd much rather this go to somebody who has like way worse strength.
This will allow you to, hit harder, but I do not wish for you to endanger yourself if this is not something that you wish to do.
Well,
Oh.
Rala, are you out of character? Rala's been a ranged fighter, basically, has he not? He's not been running in and attacking things immediately, has he?
Yeah, Roller's mostly been a ranged fighter.
Well, Rala, if you're thinking about giving it to your friend Ark here, what about him wielding the Undead Slayer dagger for better damage against the undead?
That could work. Ark.
It's up to you. I mean, if you wish Ark to have the belt, then that works too. I feel very drained after that wish I made.
Yeah, Buck, you can wear this too. I mean, it will make, if you go close, it will make your attacks even more powerful.
Yeah, but Ark doesn't have anything, so I'll be kind and give it to Ark.
Okay. So yeah, it's on loan to Ark then.
Alright. Also, Ark can fly, Rala can fly. Does anyone else have a spell slot that can't fly? Or an item slot that can't fly?
I cannot fly.
Do you have all your attunement slots filled yet?
I do not. I only have one item.
Well, I whip out the boots
think.
or I whipped out my extra pair of winged boots and go, here, do you want to use these?
I look at the pair of winged boots, and then I look at my long expanse of body that has no feet.
The animal doesn't even have thumbs, fucker.
Usually magic items adjust themselves, so I think if you attune to it, it would kind of just coat your tail tip, maybe.
It would do that.
Will resize, but you can't try to put a shirt on something without a torso and expect that it's going to find a way. An extra large shirt will fit any size character with arms, neck, torso, etc., but items don't repurpose into other forms.
What do we have to get the horseshoes of speed for? Or is that what we gotta get?
Those wouldn't even work because she doesn't have hooves.
I appreciate your kind gesture, but
Alright, he calls over Youngling then. Come here, Youngling.
Yeah, I have an extra pair too. Can we put it on Youngling since she only has more than 2 feet?
oh my god, I can't wait to see Youngling in like a bunch of mismatched boots on each of her spider feet. That would be adorable.
Well, if you're gonna put yours on Youngling, that'll give Youngling a fly speed. I'll put mine on my familiar.
Okay, works for me.
Oh my god, you guys are
Flying
nuts.
spiders.
My familiar, so.
The little spider creature seems very confused as to how it's supposed to interact with this item, and it's, in short, is unable to attune to said magic item.
Aw, damn it.
Damn it.
I also make the same rule for familiars. I don't give familiars 3 attunement slots. If I think I kind of passingly heard something in that respect, so just to cut that off at the head here, yeah, we don't do that.
Oh, I was hoping we could have had flying spiders.
It's one character with 6 attunement slots is what that comes down to.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I am okay without having flying spiders.
Real talk though, does anybody have attunement slots that would like either of these pairs of boots, either mine or Xavier's?
Again, I would like them, but I don't have feet, so I can't take them.
Well, if we have them and have no real use for them, perhaps we could donate them to this community and help them.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna turn around to Timber and just be like, hey, you can have 2 of these. You can have this pair of boots that can allow you to fly if you pass me some of that Mary Jane for me to store.
Can someone send an Arc the undead Slayer and the potion he just got?
Oh, sorry, who?
Sorry, I was just trying. Sorry, I was trying to remember what Arc got.
I was offering instead of the belt to have him use the Undead Slayer because my strength is only 3 at the moment, but I will get better in 2 days.
Okay.
So I was just going to keep my Undead Slayer for now.
Okay.
Timber will happily pass over any greenage. He seems confused at the offer of a magical pair of boots. Are you sure this is an even exchange?
I mean, how much is he passing me?
Xavier's going to go to Shetson and ask him, would you have use for these? And, I don't know, in the future, when we come back for trading, perhaps give me a deal?
Timbor continues. I don't have a great amount. I can pass over to you enough to get you by for a few days, but this seems an item of terrific power, unless it is of that swindler's variety that you were speaking to the ball sack of a head about.
The floating ball sack.
To be fair, it did come from them, but not directly. But I do see your point as well. Tell you what, I'll take this, I'll give you the boots, and next time we see each other, we're gonna light up some more together, alright?
And you've already helped us. You've already helped us so much by giving us these. And she holds up the the suit that was given to us earlier?
I just turn around to you and
It
point,
is the
and
least
then
I
you
can
just
do.
go, and then you go big again. Do it, Daniel.
When are we thinking of leaving to traverse the waste?
I think the sooner we can, the better.
I think that I would like to get my spell slots back, so I would like to take a nap before we go.
Wait, hold on. What class are you?
I'm a druid,
Druids
but
don't
I
gain
didn't
spell
have.
slots on long rest, or only on long rest. The only class in the game that gains spell slots back on short rests are warlocks.
Unless you have a class feature.
Arcane
subclass
recovery.
Yes, yeah, that type
Wizard
of thing.
can do that to a limited expanse. But yeah, if you burn
Only
all your spell
once
slots
for
here
long
in the
rest
first
and-
encounter of the day, then we may be a little behind the 8 ball for the remainder of today's, hopefully, no encounters.
Well, I didn't burn all of them, but it's one of those that, like, I've never played a character that uses magic and spell slots before, so I don't know how to get them back.
Whoops. Well, definitely
It's all good.
conserve what you have left, because it appears a long rest is what will be needed, and we still probably have a few sessions ahead of us before we get that, unless we are in such dire straits that we have to take it early.
Alright, fine.
We can Beskar by it.
Well, it's not that desperate. I still have, like, probably
that
about
reminds me, don't I have some of those
a
saved up?
dozen, 18 spells. It's just. I used some cool ones.
18 spells.
I unfortunately
Yeah, I've got
didn't
a lot
use
of
too many
spells.
These spell slots, so I should be good.
Well, spells.
Actually,
you
hold
have-
on. I'd like to.
You should have every
Sorry, go-
druid. You should have access to every druid spell, but you only have a certain amount of slots to use to choose.
Yeah,
among
yeah,
those
that's what I mean.
spells.
Druid is a prepared class. Yeah, you have to prepare a certain amount of spells.
So we
Daniel,
will.
I would like to redeem one of my long rests counters for Tabashi.
Okay.
Are
Very
you
good.
sure? Is
I
this
am
a thank
definitely
you
sure.
for drowning you in a tidal wave of spit earlier?
You drowned me, but I mean, it didn't really affect me. But sure, we'll take that. Sure.
All right. Well, Shetson, you're lending us that vehicle. I would like you to use these boots for now while we borrow your vehicle. If we bring it back in one piece, you can either return those to me or give me a deal on something new when we return. Does that sound like a good idea?
Seems like an even trade, a pair of boots for a fully functioning automobile.
Those boots allow you to fly.
He looks over
That
at
seems a little more fair.
he looks over at Timbor. Has he been smoking your Maui Wowie, has he? Timbor.
Have you not
No,
Have you-
his magic items do function as stated.
He already took my pair from me. So.
Jetson just kind of shrugs his shoulders. Hey, you learn something new every day. I've seen people do it naturally. Why not bestow it into a pair of old stinky boots and make them permanently interesting, hey?
Oddly
Jack-
enough, those boots have not been worn whatsoever, so they're
Jack-
like
Jack
pristine.
will. Yeah, Jack will prestidigitate to clean them. They are better.
Oh. Well, that's very, quite and mighty kind of you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, the one
You don't do
Paladin
laundering
symbol, that's a
services
use
by
thing.
chance?
I do the laundry
No.
for everybody.
Yeah, if
I
you're
do
coming
my
back
own.
here later tonight, we could certainly use some assist with that.
We are thinking of leaving now, actually.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course.
We may return though. We have means of doing so.
All right. If there's nothing else, let's load up this vehicle and we can be on our way.
All right. How many party members do we have here? Because we need to consider space limitations in this vehicle.
7 currently on us right now, not including Yungling.
Hey, and, well, I don't think Yungling would take up that much space, right?
Lovelar would
No,
be the 8th one.
Yes, and Levelar as well. That's what I was,
Levelar's a Furbolg.
7 right now. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, we're gonna need to sort this out.
I've been reading the books and watching Jung and them drive those vehicles, so I don't know, but I think I've got a bit of a grasp on how to drive. I don't have proficiency in land vehicles, but I've been studying.
Shetson kind of looks over at your collective here. It's a fine vehicle, and it'll hold a fair amount of you. But I do have concerns about the addition of that tall feller there. That's not moving much at all. And we point over at the ghostly visage of Lovelar. And yes, of course, that snake lady you got with you there. I didn't construct the vehicle with such a thing in mind.
That is going to be an issue.
Is this a trailer down here?
It's not a trailer. It's an old busted taxi.
Oh, okay. It looked like it had a thing on the front, like a tow hitch piece.
Oh, gotcha. There's a trailer underneath it, yeah. Like somebody towed this vehicle here. I'm thinking perhaps I ought to lend you one or two of these bad boys right here. And he opens up the garage next to where he keeps that vehicle. Anybody who comes over here will get sight of one of these bitchin' motorcycles.
Oh, come
Bauer
on. I knew
definitely
you were going to
calls-
say motorcycle.
Yeah.
Bauer definitely calls dibs on that shit.
Xavier will hop on one of those and be like,
Oh, Ballard immediately gets crushed by one of them. You're supposed to get on top of it.
No, Xavier's the one under it.
Oh, Xavier got crushed too. Crunch. Oh, look at that. No, nobody wants to drive the fucking badass mobile here. Meanwhile, this poor guy's just like, does anybody have a raised head scroll?
Nope, I back up over him.
Poor guy.
Help. Help.
Not anymore. They were all turned to dust a second ago.
Blah, blah, blah,
I mean,
blah,
I could Phoenix down, but I think he's been dead more than a minute.
yeah, definitely. So that
Alright,
gives
yeah.
us 2 extra seats right there, and hopefully with that we can put everybody else inside the vehicle, but that does beg the question, who's driving?
Xavier, get off the bike. You said you had a driver experience.
I
Yeah,
didn't say I
exactly.
had driver experience, I said I've been watching.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he was all about the car until he found out about the motorcycle.
Alright.
Can't Lovelar drive? I know he's
I
not here
mean-
right now, but can't Lovelar drive?
Yeah, let's volunteer the guy who isn't here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
this guy's unconscious and he can drive now.
yeah, he is unable to participate in any respect. We have room for a driver, a passenger. We could put 3 in the back seat. There's also that turret in the vehicle.
Which is pretty bomb.
Oh,
Yeah, so, somebody with high dexterity should probably be using the turret.
Oh, so not me, who has -1 dexterity.
Yep.
I only have 1 dexterity, so
Xavier just kind of sits there going, yeah, 20 dex.
Well, there you go. Or Buck, what about you? Can you man the gun? That looks like a big gun there.
Yeah, I could probably do it.
Well, there you go.
The handle's the size
actually,
of
I
a
still
hook.
have. I believe I still have that gun. That gun that one of those people had on. Oh, it says as she pulls out. Oh, hey.
Hunter, I think you got cut off.
Hang on. As she pulls out an automatic rifle. Well, she had. Yeah, one of these. You think anyone here could shoot this?
When you absolutely must clear every motherfucker in the room, except no substitutions.
Think you know how to use this puck?
Probably. I could probably give it a shot.
bigger than she is. She's gonna ride this freaking AK-47.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So have you ever seen the anime tropes where someone fires a gun that's way too big for them and way too powerful, and they just get knocked flying back every time they pull the trigger?
Yeah, like the fire hose.
We
like
love
that-
a tiny Fae.
Like that clip. from
Listen, that
Heavy's
trope-
Dead. I did it like this. What the hell?
As a scientist, that trope drives me up the wall. I hate. Every time it happens, I'm like, this works.
Well, have you ever heard of an RPG called Besom? Big Eyes Small Mouth?
No, I am not.
It is a anime-based RPG, and I made a character that was a female who created a pistol that was basically a double-barreled shotgun, sawed off with 12-shot clips, 6 on each side, that Y-shaped around her hand, and every time that she fired it, she had to make a strength roll or get knocked into the nearest wall behind her.
Reminds me of when me and my friends did a space age campaign, and I had a double-barreled rocket launcher.
Oh, that sounds fun. I don't have any cool stories like that. I can tell you how my cousin's best friend decided that he was going to mess around with a shotgun, and he took a 12-gauge shotgun and sawed off the barrel till it was only like 6 inches long, and he held it up like a pistol, like a cool guy in a movie, and he shot it, and the kickback came back and it hit him in the face, and it broke his nose. So and that's a true story, so.
All right, well, Xavier will roll the motorcycle out and start it up.
And we will pick up from here after our halftime break. You guys can finalize who's going to be driving the beast here during that time, and we will catch up with you in about 10 minutes, friends. Are you gaming?
I have
Are you
not
gaming?
Whoa.
I have not driven this kind of wagon before, but I suppose I could try. Unless somebody wishes to do it more than I do.
Hey, I don't know how to drive this thing either, so.
Did you want to try it?
I'm gonna take my chances with the motorcycle.
Hmm. I mean, I am mostly a melee fighter, so if there's anything that we have to fight while we are moving, I would probably not be able to contribute as much.
I suppose you're right.
Well, Ballard, you're a melee fighter too. Maybe we should have the 2 melee fighters on the motorcycles. I guess I could drive the big machine. And I can blast things as we're driving, I guess.
So could I. Just fireball
who-
stuff.
Who besides me and Jax have the highest AC? Or not AC, sorry, dexterity.
I have a 20.
18.
18? That means you're +4.
I've got to check mine again, hang on.
I have the golden
I
nugget.
just know it's probably not me.
I have the golden nugget tuned.
9.
Ow!
Okay, Rollo or Xavier, which one of you wants to do the turret?
How about Rala? You do the turret. Or I thought Puck was going to do the turret.
I'm
What is
sorry,
Puck's
did Puck want to
dexterity?
do the turret?
Puck going to do the turret? Yeah.
Because I figure the best thing we could do is whoever has the highest dexterities be the ones driving the different vehicles. One on each motorcycle and then one driving the vehicle itself, because most likely the roll is going to be a dex roll if you don't have proficiency in land vehicles.
No, that's a good
I
point.
have a 22 in dex, so.
18.
I've got a 20. So I could go either on the bike, and we'd have the 20 and the 22 on the bike, and then have an 18 steering. And if Puck doesn't want to do the turret, or if Puck has a lower dexterity mod, depending on which way it goes, then we could put Rala or Jax on the turret and the other one driving.
I'm happy either way. I also am wizard, so can cast spells.
I mean, I've taken a somewhat look at the assault rifle, so I guess I could try to give it a try.
Alright, I'm happy to drive the vehicle.
Hilda, are you with us right now?
Pluck?
I'm assuming she must have went for the break. I'll be right back. I gotta use the washroom before we regain our game.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some more water. BRB.
Hey, I'm back. Is everything okay there, Puck?
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Hugs. I offer you a virtual grape. Do you like grapes?
No, I'm really bad. I don't like fruit because of the texture. I have a very weird texture problem, so
I understand. My son is the same way.
I
If
might
I'm
have
not overstepping, are you neurodivergent in any way?
I was about to say I have a little bit of autism.
Yeah, because I have made that. I've said that exact same thing about many, many things before.
Me too. And it doesn't help because I'm bipolar at the same time, so I can never tell if I'm having a meltdown or a manic episode.
It's all good. We gotcha.
Yeah, I'm weird about clothes. I'm weird about food. It's so bad.
I totally understand. I have been trying so hard to eat healthier in the past year or so, and I've been trying to train myself to eat more vegetables and other things that are healthy for me, but that are that weird texture I can't get over, and it's been an event to say the least.
Texture, taste, and smell. It's so bad. If I don't like the smell or the taste of it, I gag and I'm like, oh, this is not good. I'm trying to eat so healthy.
I know the feeling. It's like the back of my throat. I'll put it in my mouth and it'll either the texture will be wrong or it'll taste too bitter or something, and my throat literally just closes up. I can't swallow it. My brain won't let me, kind of thing.
Thank you, someone gets it.
Yep, welcome to the life. All of us have problems here, one way or another.
That I would agree with. At least I know I do.
Fucking perfect.
I've learned that
Yep.
I've learned one of the ways that I can get like the healthy nutrients in vegetables without having to be afraid of the texture is I put them in a blender and I use them in sauces for like meat and other food that I know, and like pastas and stuff that I know I can eat, safe foods. So I get this I'm able to get some of the nutrition, and I've been making progress in that regard.
I like sauces and juices. Those are pretty much part of my safe foods.
Do you like the taste of pineapple, the flavor?
No, I like the flavor of peach. That's like my go-to. I'm like a peach person, so.
I love peach too.
Peach is really good.
I was asking about the pineapple because at the Dollar Tree by me, there's something called Fago, and they have peach flavor.
Fago.
Watch your mouth.
Fagos.
Where's my motorcycle going without me?
Whoop whoop.
And I hate my brain. As soon as you said peaches, the freaking Jack Black Peaches song came in my brain.
Oh, see,
was
mine
gonna
is
say-
always millions of peaches.
Oh,
Yes,
for
I was
me.
gonna say Presidents of the United States is my jam right there. The song Kitty is my go-to song.
Hey, it looks like Daniel's back. I can see the stream up.
Yeah, he
Hide
moved
from
my
us, man.
motorcycle on me.
I think
Am
that
I
thing's
on that
just got a
motorcycle
I
already?
think it's just got a mind of its own. I didn't do nothing.
Sure, man.
So it's taking me for a ride. All right,
It's
I have
Knight
a
Rider.
sentient motorcycle.
Okay, Dan, I have a question. If I can't wear the boot because I don't have feet, does that mean I can't drive because I don't have feet?
Hit the
I
gas
mean,
with your tail.
this is the corner you backed yourself into. So I would say yes. But if we're ever in
I
a
mean, I'm willing
situation
to-
where you have to have a tail to proceed, we're golden.
I'm willing to accept the consequences of my decisions. I just need to make sure I'm aware of those
Yes.
consequences,
Oh yeah, that is
So-
that would be the case. We do have room for you to be in the vehicle, and you could possibly operate the turret if your dexterity weren't so god awful. But
Listen,
driving,
I'm not
driving
smart.
probably not.
Okay.
I'm not smart and I'm not dexterous, but I can
Over the-
handle the spells.
Okay, so over the break, everyone else correct me if I'm wrong, but we came to the conclusion of me and Jax are gonna be on the bikes, and everyone else will be in the car, and we'll have I think it
I
was.
thought I was going
it
on
was-
the bike with you so that we had the highest
Okay,
X's on the
I don't-
bikes. Then Jax was going to drive the vehicle, and we were
Okay,
discussing whether Puck or Rala were going to operate the turret.
Okay.
Operate the turret.
Yeah, I need to know whichever vehicle Jax is on because the suspension for that vehicle is fucked.
Oh, wait.
Car,
There's
man.
a massive snake, and I'm the one that's the problem?
Like a
Well,
rock.
she's dainty. She's very dainty for such a gigantic reptile. Your character's just all muscle and sinew and weapons.
Absolutely. I think the conclusion we came to at the beginning was that I was only about 450 pounds. I mean, that's not bad.
And how much do you think the rest of everyone else weighs?
Ah,
That's a huge bitch.
Ballard is a 6'4" behemoth. And
Xavier's only
he only weighs
185
like
pounds.
he only weighs like 185 pounds. So
Behemoth.
Xavier is 6'1" and weighs 185 pounds.
I used to
Okay,
be
but-
that tall and that weight.
yeah,
real talk. How big is Youngling again?
The youngling is like the size of a basketball.
yeah.
Okay, I couldn't quite remember exactly how big she was. So
Yeah, tiny little spider.
Tall Max, yeah.
Well, Jax will try and familiarize himself with the controls with some help from probably Xavier, because he's been studying it.
Oh yeah, Shetson also built the vehicle. He's more than happy to show y'all the ropes.
Oh, good.
Please tell me it's an automatic and not a manual.
It's definitely
We could be
manual.
here a while.
It's
We could be
definitely
here a
manual.
while then.
Yeah, it's gonna take a
Jack-
while.
Jax has a 20 intelligence. He'll be able to figure it out.
Just constantly doing this for the next 20 minutes.
You gotta hear the grinding.
Well, he's doing it for fun if he does that.
There we go. We're finally out. Oh crap! Puck's in the way. All right.
Like a bug on a windshield. I feel so bad.
Oh god. Yeah, that's just.
Oh, a
horrible.
little puck on the windshield. I like that.
So in addition
Turn on
to
the wipers. Whee!
in addition to the ramming prow, we do have the turret, not pictured on this vehicle, but again, the vehicle that's hardwired into the map here represents a more accurate depiction, at least of the turret, that is in the center area of the vehicle.
Wait. One other thing. Doesn't Preyu still have a apparatus of Walsh?
What now?
The apparatus of Qualsh that we got in the underwater labyrinth.
What do you talk?
Yeah, I mean, if we're going underwater, it'll be quite handy.
Well, it has the thing where you can extend the legs and walk, right? Might not be as fast as the vehicles.
I'm not.
I thought we got rid of. I thought that thing walked off without us.
Not that I remember, but maybe we left it back at the main base.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about, like at all.
So remember when we were in the underwater, when we were going through the lake and we got hit by that Leviathan monster and we went underwater and we found that giant submarine looking thing that was walking through the walls? That's what he's talking about.
Pretty sure we never kept that though.
Yeah, I was pretty sure we didn't keep that, and so when he was
Pretty
like,
sure
"Hey,
that
she
got
has that," I'm like, "Eh."
And
Oh,
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
sorry.
that got sunk. While the
The sh-
Leviathan saved us and put us into that maze thingy.
No, because we got the ship is what sunk. We went down into the maze.
All right, one
And-
second.
He's like, "I'm gonna figure this out." Hang on.
No. I know exactly where we are, and I know the resolution because we have standards and practices here at Role Playing Unlimited. We did have a boat. It did get sunk. We did get stuck underwater, and the way that we got out of that was to use the apparatus of Qualish that we found inside of that underwater labyrinth. If nobody has it on their character sheet right now, we didn't take it with us.
Okay.
And if we did take
Yeah,
it with
that's-
us, it has a movement speed of 30, so it's the same as walking at this point. We might as well just drive.
I guess so. You're right.
So yeah, go ahead and hop on your vehicles. Basic maintenance or operation here, I would say, will be intelligence. So go ahead and roll an intelligence skill challenge.
Oh dear, not me.
I was hoping
was
it would have
hoping
been dexterity.
I was hoping it was dexterity as well.
Well, dexterity is if you need to like juke and weave out of combat. The actual everything put together, hand-eye coordination, knowledge of mechanics, that's more intelligence-based, artificer's
Inspiration.
realm.
Oh god, Ballard's gonna get wrapped around a tree. The first.
I used inspiration.
Woo, got a 20.
Apparently my reading of the books worked out well. I got a 17.
Who? Alright, well, everybody's good enough, but we only have 3 vehicles and 4 people rolling, so now I'm confused on who's driving the car.
Jax, I think, was driving the car.
And then me and Xavier are on motorcycles. I'm pretty sure.
Alright, well, that being the case, we can slowly begin to roll out of here, and over the next, 25-30 minutes, as you guys roll across the bridge, across the river, you become a lot more familiar with the workings of the machine. The intelligence check, just for basic operation, rapidly fades into the distance. And we head back to the Orange Enemir regional map. Swan Crew this morning is on their final map of the Hudor Mountains frozen ice cave here, so they will hopefully be making it into the plains beyond next Sunday morning. As for us, we got a little catching up to do here, but we've got some access to speed that at this point in time no other table has. No other table has gotten a vehicle, let alone a vehicle and 2 motorcycles.
Do they also
We're
load
just
us up with
awesome
any
like
extra
that.
fuel for it, or
They do what now?
do they load us up with any extra fuel so we can refuel, or?
They did
Is-
not. They don't have any extra fuel, but they did give you as as much fuel as they had for those vehicles, and they did tell you that you would probably need to barter for some if you could at all at the waypost up ahead, the trading station.
And we did receive those suits from that guy, right?
Yes, yeah, we have
Okay,
radiation suits for everybody.
Better add that on our character sheets, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
And here we have kind of a Chernobyl type location after we drive 10 miles or so up the road, entering the ruined city of Sirius. Used to be a center of art, culture, wisdom, and knowledge for the kingdom of Ukor. Unfortunately, the Coalescence, and its infinite wisdom, put us right next to a malfunctioning nuclear reactor that, again, when we had the whole Coalescence merge, people were not at their stations maintaining necessary equipment, and things rapidly went to crap here. That's why this whole area is irradiated. That's why Artesia is the closest settlement to this location, even 10, 15 miles away. Like they said, occasionally on a bad wind, this nasty air will push down here and make people sick. So they've kind of gotten attuned to that and know to prep themselves with the necessary protective gear. And the city itself, everything seems intact. I mean, it looks like people were just in such a mad dash to get out of here that everything was left behind. Doors are still open, windows are open a crack, like people were just enjoying their day and suddenly had to evacuate the city. There's a definite sense of decay and dread about the city. You can imagine not everybody got out of here, but for the time being, you don't see or hear anything as you slowly pass through the open city streets here. This was not a city that ever had a lot of vehicles in it, so you're very easily able to just pass right through. 1 second, I'm going to send us to a BRB.
I think I heard his dog in the background barking.
Yeah, I heard him as well.
So now I'm
Alright,
curious.
who's ready to encounter an orange Subour can show them why he should be.
Well, I mean, Jax will request that he handle the next encounter by himself because he feels compelled to.
Oh, right, I totally forgot you got that card as well.
Hopefully it's a single encounter, not like, 5B zombies.
Let's start a fight with the next merchant we see, and then that'll be the encounter.
Right.
Do we really want to do that though? Now that we've accidentally, now that Teeny Bottini has been evaporated by Balsac's aliens.
It's a preemptive strike against all merchants in the future, in case they do that to us again.
And we're
We
back.
felt betrayed, man.
They can't betray us if they're dead.
Exactly. So we're out the city now, or like what's it?
Yep, we're cruising through this empty, completely vacant city. There are no creatures that rush out and attack us, and these vehicles are not quiet by any means. You guys do have a little concern on your initial approach through here, but the noise you're making and nothing rushing out to attack you, you're kind of thinking you might be able to just pass right through here to wherever this trading post is.
I'm gonna kind of like speed a little bit ahead of the car and like take a look around in the city, like trying to like scout out just in front of us.
While we were doing the travel from Artesia to here, one of the things, like getting used to the vehicle and stuff like that I was curious about is I would want to see whether or not, while the motorcycle is in my possession, if I can use my rogue's mantle, if it would travel with me.
Does not travel with you.
Okay. I would have stopped for a second, tried it, and find out it doesn't, and be like, darn. Okay.
All right. Now we've got something. Okay. All right. Ballard kind of heads up a couple of blocks and takes a glance down both directions and sees a swarm of zombies just kind of casually lingering in the middle of the city intersection, another block down to his right. Several of them take notice of his presence, and if he had to guess, there's at least hundreds.
Lovely.
All right, Jax, good luck with your single fight.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, if that's the encounter.
Oh boy.
I mean, I don't want to take, like, I don't know how you guys feel, but I as a player would feel really terrible if, the player took up the entire combat session killing zombies. So if there's no way past this, I'm totally happy to just relinquish the red card and say, it doesn't happen.
Well, first, hold on. Daniel, you said they already see me. Are they, like, rushing towards me right now?
They are.
Am I able to make out what varieties I see of the oranges or zombies or whatever is rushing towards me?
Looks like a primarily D-class zombies.
Oh, if it's D-class, Jax can take care of them really quickly because he's got Master Orange Healer.
That's why I wanted to ask specifically. Do I see a great amount of C's and B's or no?
There are too many to sort them out at this distance, and with their
Okay,
movement
cool.
speed of 50, they're going to be on you before you really know for sure.
Gotcha.
We
And
could
just
always
remember the
bypass
20
this
kobold rule does always exist.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
I don't
can
know.
always
A swarm
bypass the
is
combat
a
if you
swarm.
want.
They don't just stop at your movement
Okay.
space and allow you to just interact with them one at a time. Like a swarm of hundreds will just dogpile you, and even if mechanically you could own each of them, the needs of movement, breathing, pressure, etc., those things that 5e doesn't necessarily define, those are the ways that a swarm of hundreds of creatures will take you out. Anytime a GM says there's hundreds of them, the interpretation should be, we're not going to stand here and fight this. That's a blockade. We don't go that way.
I got you.
That's what I was saying. I think we could just bypass this fight by continuing
just-
driving. We're going to be going faster than they can chase.
I mean, I pretty much just like signal like the danger or whatever, and then just keep riding along, or like past if I get a chance to. I know that we're kind of like talking and stopping this, but like I don't know.
I mean, if we're trying to
Roleplay
bypass
wise,
it, we
where we're
definitely
at,
have
yeah.
the speed to do so. The only issue in this respect is this does technically count as our next encounter because
Yep.
we've
That's
driven
okay.
ahead and spawned it.
I mean, yeah, that would be Jax's call at that point.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I like I said, I as a
Right.
player, I don't want to take up the entire session, basically, rolling dice to kill zombies while you guys just wait. So I'm
Good
willing to give it
looking
up.
out.
It's no big deal. Yeah, it's no big deal. No worries.
Oh yeah, that's one of the less desirable red cards to get unless you're in a situation where the campaign has tremendous amounts of downtime and your character's like, okay, I'm going to go on a solo excursion and find a little goblin camp, start some shit, and finish it off.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
All right. Well, then we are proceeding through the city. These zombies are going to continue chasing us. See how effective they might be at pursuit.
Well, we're just gonna look back and going, yep, that's gonna be rough.
All right. Fortunately, it is not a straight shot through this city, and we do have to take a couple turns to navigate our way to the other side. In process of doing so, it does appear that we have lost our pursuit of the 200 plus Class Ds, and so that were chasing us back there. And almost immediately after we leave the city, the landscape just immediately rises up before us in what appears to just be miles and miles of irradiated desert. Just red sands, white sands, completely barren. The little solid ground that still exists around here that you can see is just cracked and broken with all of the horrors that this topography has experienced.
Well, Jax is gonna get his cartography out and basically just chart out so that hopefully they don't get lost.
Aren't you the one driving?
Yeah, you can keep pausing here and there.
Well, see, pausing might lead some zombies here. So, do you think I could chart it with my notebook?
Well, why don't you drive? You know, because if that's the case, because I have an actual proficiency in the tool.
All right then. And I'll drive while you chart out.
Cool, that works.
Howard's
Very
still
good.
driving in front, just making sure he can see any more of that type of shit if it happens.
Xavier would probably join Ballard up near the front.
Well, it's almost as soon as we leave the security, so to speak, of the city that we make our way to this elevated plateau of just irradiated desert. We come across the walls of what can only be the trading post that you were told would be your entrance to the wastelands.
Kind of like skid to a stop in front of it.
I'm
Get
going
off
to
the.
send our map there. I didn't know who would be
Oh,
on
yeah.
which vehicle, so the vehicles
All
are
good.
just empty up here at the far north. You guys can drop your tokens onto the board as you see fit. As you were told, the people who call this place home are pretty rough and gruff, and occasionally not the friendliest of folk. Looks like some of our health bars are not showing up, so let me sort that out. We got some drones at the front gates awaiting your arrival, scanning your vehicles as they rapidly come to a halt around the corner. Weapons are raised, but they don't immediately open fire on you or anything. But they are defending their base as you would expect any good survivor to do. And of
I
course,
skid
this
to a stop. Sorry, good. I didn't know if you're.
this map being what it is on the newer, more open setup that we're going to be using for our outside maps. It does require a bit more manual interaction. Of course, keep in mind all of the vehicles and jury-rigged walls right here, 25 feet high. So anybody passing north to south over these areas likewise likely has some means of flight or mechanical interaction. The passageway into the trading plaza itself, of course, right through here. And there are 2 of these sentry bots scanning your group as they arrive, and one of them speaks out in English, which all of our group should be able to speak at this point. State your business and lower your weapons.
I kind of jump off my bike as I skid to a stop and just set down my mace, my rod of power, onto the ground, and I just say, we're peaceful.
Ambor sent us?
Timbor sent us. He said that you guys could help us get to Las Vegas.
Two droids kind of chitter at each other in computer speak. You just hear a lot of loud pops and buzzes and 1990s internet access. They kind of look back over at you. Las Vegas is nowhere near this destination. You still have many, many leagues to go.
We were told that you could provide us with barter items, including fuel, perhaps, for our vehicles to make that trip to Las Vegas.
Droids again look at each other, chitter chatter. Seems like an obnoxiously long delay before the one that's been speaking finally turns back to your group. Security protocols must be enforced.
Which are?
Okay.
Please pull your vehicles into the inspection tunnel and relieve yourself of all weaponry. You will be searched.
I just jump back on my bike.
All right. I'll pull my motorcycle up and in.
Oh, well, it just groans. Whatever. Just want to get there as fast as we can.
Very good. Everybody should
That
have
will
control.
follow Xavier in. Yeah.
Everybody should have control of their tokens and the vehicles, so go ahead and move yourselves into the inspection tunnel. Those of you on the front are immediately met by the first of the living survivors here.
Back off the line? What?
Yeah, some pretty bitchin' survivor tokens here that are stepping up for the first inspections as the droids climb up onto these storage containers, and looks like they're doing a sweep on your group from above.
Hey, I don't have a token.
You have to drag your token out to the board.
Right. I forgot about that part.
I assume we'll get our weapons back after we're done our business here?
The hell we want your weapons for? One of the residents kind of gruffly responds as he's doing a pat over on you here.
Well, Xavier willingly pulls out his hand axe, pulls out a dagger, pulls out another dagger, pulls out another dagger, sets down his quarterstaff.
To be honest, that's one of my favorite tropes in movies. It's so funny.
If they're using guns, they're probably gonna laugh at our stuff.
Yeah, exactly. They're just kind of looking at all these melee weapons you guys are setting down, shaking their heads. The hell, these guys survived so long. Is that a fucking giant snake? What the fuck?
I'm just gonna look
Hey,
at Xavier.
I unload my magic.
I'm just gonna look at Xavier and just be like, if they think your stuff is weak, I hardly doubt they want my piece of metal with buttons.
All I have is a crossbow, is a crossbow and a dagger. That's all.
All right.
I asked them, is it okay if I keep my staff so that I can walk? As he's looking pretty miserably weak right now.
Can roll persuasion.
Ooh, double 21s.
If you need a stick to lean on just to make one foot in front of the other, you're going to find the path ahead extremely fucking difficult. You can go ahead and hold on to your little stick there.
Thank you.
I'm going to gently place the deck of many things that has been in my hand this entire time onto the whatever conveyor belt table thing for them to examine, since that's the closest thing to a weapon.
Gotcha. Yeah, they do have a couple little tables kind of stacked up here on the sides of the storage containers, but otherwise, not much to speak of. A lot of your stuff is kind of being set on the ground just to space limitations. Doesn't look like they're used to having this many people to inspect at one time.
Oh, and Youngling would be on my shoulder, or at least on like the back of my bike, as I read.
Sure.
Yeah, they don't freak out about my lava spider, do they?
They give it a curious eye, but that would seem to be about it. Uh-oh. Guess we don't have a character sheet yet.
For Youngling.
Ark's just dropping his battle axes.
Very nice. Gotta go back to the source page here for Youngling's original token. Change that over. Boing. Alright, Okay, once we are satisfied that everybody has disarmed themselves, we're going to ask you all to step into the courtyard. We're going to examine your vehicles at closer inspection while you guys are not all up on top of them. We're going to call in those drones from the front gate to start checking out the Radmobile. Youngling will go with Ballard here. Drones will stay up here above, continuing their scan. Yeah. They kind of bark some orders down at Jax, Puck, and Priu. Move forward into the courtyard. The inspection is not complete.
Okay, geez, dang.
I just lean over to Xavier. They touch my bike, I'm killing them.
Xavier just shakes his head.
Just stay.
Before I walk into the area, I want to pick the deck back up into my hands again.
They do not protest that. They don't seem to register that as anything dangerous.
Probably the most dangerous weapon we've got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, most likely.
I
Yep.
have this one step up, likewise. And this lady here will give your group a once-over. You say that you were sent by the residents of Artesia, is it?
That is correct.
That would be correct.
Yes, that is correct.
How many people still call that community home?
Or
Well, since the zombie invasion 4, yeah.
There's been an incursion of the
There's-
undead?
yeah, there was Mr. Weedhead, there was Mr. Faceless Man, there was Mr. Bunnyhead Man, and his wife.
I
Who was
just
very
turn
pretty.
to you and snap a look at you. I'm like, only one of those was fucking even close.
Yes, Artesia had an incursion of undead. We assisted them on ridding them of their plight. And they provided us these vehicles to travel to Nevada and directed us to come here to speak with you about barter and possibly additional fuel to be able to make it all the way to Nevada.
Yeah, as you guys get further inside the courtyard, those of you, especially Xavier, who've been doing the necessary textbook studies, can see the pipelines and the massive fuel reserves here, and you're like, holy shit, they got a full-on silo going here.
Nice.
Definitely got some kind of operation. Whether it's all currently operational is another question. Everything does look very rusted and old, but if these machines are in working order, this could be a very valuable location. And this one here will look at the approaching Priu. Rifle raised slowly. Will also kind of back off just a little bit. So there's only 4 people left in that whole godforsaken community.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
The
at
two
moment, yes.
ladies look over at each other, and they also kind of glance at our friend standing here, who's just locking eyes with Ballard, just like you just sense challenge. Like this lady's like just looking at you like,
Oh
I
my
want a
God.
fucking piece of you. I want to fucking take you down.
If Xavier looks at Ballard, he's just looking at her like, this is gonna be fun.
And it's at this point that this one will kind of give a look to all of the other ones, and they all already have weapons in hand, all kind of already trained on your group. They aggressively raise their weapons, and this one speaks. All right. We appreciate the information. We appreciate the delivery of such fine vehicles into our possession. I
beg
am
your
going
pardon?
to need you all to strip down from your defensive items right there. We don't want to mess up your armor and other items. Chop chop.
Ballard just looks at Xavier and he is like, did she just say into their possession?
Yep.
I
Prayu's
click-
gonna
I
actually
click the
start,
top-
like,
I click the top button on my mace as it turns into the great sword.
Yeah, we've all got ready to actions. And wait a minute,
Oh,
why are
yeah.
you still carrying a mace? We had you disarm.
Because
Well,
it
it's
looks like a rod.
Heck.
The mace is the rod.
don't be silly. We have magic. You can't actually disarm someone who has magic.
That's
Ballard doesn't
valid,
have
but
magic, but-
yeah, if I say I've disarmed your characters and moved you into this position right here, and then everybody's like, all right, now I draw my greatsword and I grab my automatic rifle, and it's like, what part of disarm did we not convey?
Did they take our weapons or did they?
They
Yeah,
had
put
you
them on the
set them
ground.
all down in this area, and then they
Oh,
told you
okay.
all to move into this area while they continued inspection. So all of your weapons should still be sitting back over here in various locations.
Okay, see
Excluding
that I
the deck
mixed.
of many
Okay.
things.
Okay, this is going to be fun.
Yes, we've all
so
got
how
readied
about-
actions here, and it looks like they're just itching for a fight. And unless you guys are going to willingly strip down all of your gear and allow them to take you, I'm just really
Hell
waiting
no.
for which one of you is going to legitimately trigger their readied actions.
Hell no, I'm
my
fucking
God.
running up
I-
this bitch.
I want Preyu to start slowly stripping until she sees Ballard running for to lunge forward or whatever, and be like, "Oh, we're not doing that one." Okay.
What kind of clothes is Priyu wearing?
She's got like the cloak on her shoulder. She's got that robe of many things, and
Oh.
she's got like she had actual light armor on, so she has like clothes on her upper half.
So yes, if Ballard is charging the woman who's challenging him with her menacing gaze, is that the correct?
Mhm.
All right, so
I didn't want to actually move because I don't know how far I get before. I do
right,
anything.
like your aggressive motion is going to be enough to
Okay.
trigger our
Gotcha.
readies here. So let's get the initiative intact first. Let's drop our swan crew out. There we go.
Oh,
How do
that's
I set
because-
up to have advantage on my initiative?
It should
It's
be.
in the
Oh,
cog
come on.
wheel. It's gonna be. Hold on, let me find it because I have it. Advantage on initiative, right where you have the dex on tiebreaker. It's right above that.
Mhm.
It's initiative
Ah,
style.
I see it. Okay.
Yes. Teach them to fuck with me during initiative.
And these guys
Fuck
are
off.
just normal people, right? They're like humans, yeah.
Correct. I should note,
And no
this is
orange or anything
important.
with it.
I should note this as important. And oh gosh, damn.
What?
All right, no, we'll just forgo that because yeah, it's going to be too much rewind. But going forward, you guys haven't felt the need just yet to put on your radiation suits, but you guys are feeling like this is the threshold. Like after this trading post, you guys will probably want to be in those defenses instead of your armor.
Okay.
Good deal. Good thing to know.
Alright, so that's all 7 of you, and I've got a lot of different categories to roll here. We've got the Las Vegas Raiders. Boo! I can say that, I'm from Vegas.
Busted idiom, gotcha.
We've got the Raider Lieutenant.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean,
Wrong franchise.
We've got Raider Captain.
they both have Harrison Ford in them.
I mean, fair, but still.
Decent. We got some drones.
And I've never played a dumb character before. This is fun.
It's always fun, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
And
It
we
was
got
so
Maybe
fun
it's
when I
average
had it.
intelligence.
It was so fun when I had a character that had 22 intelligence before in a different campaign, and he got an item that flipped his intelligence from whatever score he had to the opposite. So he
jeez.
had like a 2 intelligence.
I thought you were going to say a 22 flip would become 22.
No, it became a 2.
Alright, so just to confirm, I would have expected some objections or some comments at this point, but just to confirm, nobody has the alert feat.
I had
No.
the alert feat.
I have
Yes.
spider senses. but
Oh my
that
god,
just
you're
gave me the-
Spider-Man?
Yeah, that just gave me the advantage on the initiative. And web walking and spider climb.
Alright, so we do have it. We do have the alert feat for one of
Yes,
us.
Ballard has it.
Okay.
Alright. That is going to mean you get to go during the surprise round when nobody else does.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, alert means you can't be surprised.
Alright, so take my turn now? That's what you're
Mhm.
saying? Okay. Well, screw the getting my sword for now. I'm just gonna manually have to add damage for the punch and shit like that. I will go ahead and run up to her and try to punch her.
I thought you were going to grappling appendage her.
Oh, actually, I totally forgot I could do that as a normal. You know what? We haven't done this in a while because we haven't had a need to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and grappling appendage her.
His name is John Cena.
Did you rage?
I did not, but that would only be minus the minus 3 damage off of that. I forgot to
Okay.
untick that.
Alright, well that'll just
Okay.
squelch her head into nothingness as this blood goes spraying everywhere, and all of the raiders look at each other. We have readied actions! What are you doing?
And Ballard still's got movement.
I'm gonna run up to
Out
the
here
next
with
one.
the meta.
That is a miss.
Okay, she's gonna get hit again with my bonus action.
I was totally waiting for you to say inspo.
Nah, I'll let him live.
that was
for
a
the
weird
inspo.
sound.
Will hit. And we will take it.
Alright, cool. I was hoping that the normal attack hit, but whatever.
Alright.
I was gonna grapple her ass.
Now we'll take our series of attacks here, starting with the drones. All 4 of them are up in the inspection area. I think, yep, protocols. Oh, jeez.
Oh wait, hold on. I just realized I never added my health for the 10 constitution shit. I'm gonna do that in between while you're doing this.
Oh dear.
Quick question: what time of day is it? Roughly.
Probably midday at this point.
Good deal.
These ones are going to step out to the edge of the storage containers. And since Ballard is making such a fuss over there, we're going to draw a bead on him. And take a blast.
Nope.
Try that again.
Nope.
Alright.
These things can only hit me if they get 19 or a 20.
No, alright, 1 second. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, wait, oh, no. Okay.
That being the case, we will shift over towards, nope, he looks a little too strong. Gonna force you into a different play here. That fairy looks a little weak. We're gonna take a shot at her. 24 to hit for 29 necrotic.
Oh yeah.
Take a second shot, same target. 16 for another 39 necrotic. $40, 70, 68 points of damage right there. And she just completely gets blasted unawares from behind there. She's probably still just trying to make sense of what Ballard is doing. Like, what the? And then she gets shot twice in the back. And then our other drones are going to step up into here. We're going to take some cover behind your own vehicles.
Rude.
And we're going to target, I think, Jax and Puck. Left one will attack Jax down the straight path there. The other one will attack Puck likewise. First on Jax. All right. And then on Puck. That's a solid shot right there that drops her, I believe, to 0.
Reminder, she also has resistance to necrotic damage, I believe.
Yep.
Oh,
Everybody
I'm
does
not
except
even
for Brave.
I'm not even accounting for that then, so we'll have to do some different math there.
So the first two was 68 damage to her, so half of that would be 34 plus was it the 43? Half would be another 21. So 34 plus 21 would be 55.
Looks like it. Which that is very good because we still have another
Gives you
shot.
24 health, yeah.
And that's going to steal 12 of that 24, leaving her at 12, I believe. If
Yep.
all that maths up in such a way, and that'll conclude the drone's turn as they just completely empty their antimatter rifles. They only got 2 shots each with those, and they just blasted 8 times into your group. Rala would go next, but you're not gonna.
Rude.
And then I think let's do a little audible there. Change that. We like that. That's unnecessary. What's going on here? Roll the Misadventures, raiding us here on Sunday evening with a party of 6. Welcome to Role Playing Unlimited. Are you gaming? Thank you so much. What's happening? I don't like that so much. Although it could go all right. Either way, we're going to have somebody step out into the field of play here. What's this ruckus? This should be over already. As this one comes barreling out from behind the spiked bus over here. Intentionally missing a health bar, I will add.
Power just looks at him. He's just like, "Ooh, I want to play with."
I want to play with that one.
All right.
Oh, he big boy.
This. Oh, for goodness sake. There. Okay. Got a follow here from Roll the Misadventures. Thank you kindly, friend. Hope you're having a good evening there. Much appreciated joining us here at Role Playing Unlimited. We're in the midst of celebrating our 4th year streamiversary. Usually we run all of our 6 tables on a bi-weekly schedule, but for the last 4 weeks we have been every week, all 6 tables, and it's been a lot of fun here getting our zombie apocalypse galactic or intergalactic campaign some steam ahead over the last few weeks. And this big guy's got a laser rifle that we're going to train on Ballard over there. See if I can hit
I
this
just
one.
noticed this like sandstorm effect on my screen. Is that?
It's raining.
Oh, it's raining. Okay.
Yeah, it is raining. It's a light rain coming down here. Nothing.
No, I just noticed the effect on my screen.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it is a little subtle, but yeah, good spot there. Take a shot on you here. That ain't doing nothing. Let's try again.
Yeah, he has a good chance to hit me. There he is.
Hey, look at that.
There he goes. He,
Only got to do that 19 more times.
He scratches me.
Oh, Lord.
Take a 3rd shot.
Nope.
And following that... Oops, misspelling, gotta fix that. Okay, didn't think I was gonna have to break this out so early, but Mr. Defense over here, we're gonna pound on our chest here a few times. And it looks like it breaks something that we've got contained inside of our clothing there. You hear the sound of broken glass. You see some blood kind of dripping down this guy's chest. And yeah, we're gonna activate juicer mode here.
Ooh.
His
This
version
sounds
of
like
Rage, I
straight
presume.
out of Rifts.
Oh yeah, definitely out of Rifts. Palladium, yeah baby. Wait till I bring the Glitter Boy in.
Ooh.
Advantage on all attacks for 1 minute.
That's right. And we still have some movement remaining, so let's go ahead and take cover back behind our vehicle here. Pass it over to El Capitan,
I'm
the
sorry, just
Raider
added,
Captain.
For myself, this rain isn't causing any I'm forgetting the word. I can see perfectly fine in the rain, right?
Correct. We're all still limited
Okay.
to the 60-foot lines of sight for the gloom, so we do have to manually draw out distances in that respect, but otherwise we're good. Okay, Captain time. We are thinking... I mean, yeah, we're not going to shoot Ballard there, standing so close to our friend. Xavier here is meanwhile right in front of me, so let's blam blam blam.
That will miss. Except for the one. I guess you did the 3 attacks, so that middle one that hits me, I will use my reaction to convert it to fire damage.
Okay. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Who is next? Another captain. Step around the corner here. And we'll draw a bead on the same target.
One hit. For,
18 radiant.
and I take half damage from radiant, so that will be 9.
All right. That's it for the Captain Twins. They are, in fact, the same token because they are virtually identical. The Raider Lieutenants will continue on with the surprise round. One of them has already been walloped pretty badly here. Let's give it a go. Lieutenant. Fuck it, we've got the gunner feat. Automatic rifle, point blank range. At
Gunner
that close
just
range,
gives
we
them
won't
no
last long against
disadvantage,
those
right?
Star Destroyers. Yes! Yes! You said you wanted to intimidate? Intimidate that!
Oh
And
no.
we've
she
also got
scratched
3
me for
attacks.
20 damage.
Yeah! And then miss. Blah, 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 blah. The other lieutenant is over here. Take a look at our new friend joining the fray. Despite the fact that
Well,
most
he's
of
the
them...
dude from Vikings.
Despite that most of our tokens are armed with melee weapons, they are all equipped with suitable modern armaments. This one will also take a trio of shots. I think I'm going to shoot at Priyu before I move. Take all 3 of these in her
Wah.
direction. Lieutenant Diane. Oh, the natural 20's on the wrong side. This guy looks over. My lord, I want the juicer juice.
What?
Fuck you.
Give me the juicy juice.
Thanks.
Juicy juice.
Thanks to her idol, her Medusa idol, that 17 will miss, but the 21 and the 18 will connect for a whole 8 and 3 damage. That is some piss poor damage from the automatic rifle. My lord, I
Oh,
think
so it's
Eugene
like
made these
now.
rounds. Yeah, it's just the 8 and the 3. The 14 and 10 is if I had gotten the crit.
Eugene's just basically the asshole in Spaceballs going, sorry, sir, I couldn't see them very well.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Alright, that's it for
I haven't-
lieutenants.
We ain't finding shit.
He ain't found shit. And last but not least, the Raiders themselves. We've got, well, one of them is just dead. Of course, it was the lowest level of them all that was intimidating Ballard. I knew he couldn't help it and go right for it.
Oh my god.
Oh, so satisfying. Oh, so satisfying to one hit just squelch her
Listen,
frickin' head
Compensation.
like a piece of fruit.
It's little man syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm taller than you are. What the fuck are you talking about?
We've got the
no,
two.
I mean this guy over here who was the weakest
Okay.
of them all was the one who was mean mugging everybody.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I was
she
like,
was
oh,
staring.
little man syndrome.
Yeah,
Got
she
it.
was staring
Talk about
daggers.
taking more than you can chew.
For real.
Last but not least, we've got our other 2 raiders. These are the 2 who initially brought you into the courtyard and are the reason your characters are without weapons, although we could easily also attribute that to the drones over here in the inspection tunnel. But let's see what these raiders got. You know, they're going to just be all kinds of awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, we are armed with hunting rifles that require a reload every 5 shots. We were not given the cool equipment, but we're going to split our shots here. We're going to take 1 shot on Arc, 1 shot on Puck. That is a broken window there. Let me fix that. Come on. There we go. I don't think a 13 is hitting Arc. Nope, 18 AC. And we'll take a shot on Puck. An 8 to hit. That's not going to hit. So that will be it for that, and then we will move out of the surprise round into the first official round of initiative here at the trading post before we enter the Ukorian Wastes. Ballard gets another turn, so make some use of it.
Alright, Ballard will go ahead and rage his bonus action, and then he will attack her.
All right.
He's gonna tickle her with the grappling appendage 3 dice. Smack, smack, smack.
Oh, gosh. Ugh, my health bar. My manwich.
She's still up.
Barely.
With a tiny bit of red health there, she almost collapses completely. I need a doctor. Please. Mercy.
Alright, I'll attack her again.
Not that kind of doctor.
Ballard knows no mercy.
As a free action, I'm gonna holler at Ballard.
Oh, 37.
37! Oh my god. I holler to Ballard. You gonna go get the big guy?
I'm gonna grab my weapon first.
Where?
Oh, okay.
I feel like we're... Oh, yeah, here we go, here we go. I got the special effect, the blood burst. It's just...
Yeah, there you go.
It's just...
Daniel, you said weapons were in here. About where would my weapon be?
I mean, you were on one of the motorcycles, so I'm guessing you would have probably dropped your weapons over here next to it.
Okay, yeah, mine was on the right, so I was assuming just right up there in the front. So, after killing her, I will run up there. Is it like a free action to pick my weapon up? Nothing else.
You can retrieve one item with a free action. You can pick up a second one with a bonus action if you had it. Otherwise, anything beyond that will start taking action.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna run up here and just pick my weapon up.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, drones are next. And last round we had great success on the poor little fairy Puck there. Now we've got Ballard front and center.
Did you use your regeneration, Ballard?
Don't tell him about that.
Yeah.
Got enough HP.
That was the first thing I did. I had 52 before. So.
Yes, you did. Okay, our drones. We're gonna try it. We've got the gunner feat as well, which means we ignore the loading property of weapons, meaning we won't take our action to reload the antimatter rifles. And we're going to try and blast down at Ballard here 4 times and just see if the force is with us. Holy shit. All right, well, there's 50 necrotic.
Dear God.
Try that 3 more times. Holy crap. That's 50 more necrotic.
Good thing he has resistance to necrotic.
Third attack.
Is that 20 necrotic damage, or what is it?
It's all necrotic, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good thing that evened out on the other side there. Jeez Louise. 2 natural 20s just like that with an antimatter rifle. Good gracious, bodacious Ignatius.
Total amount
Okay.
of damage for the hits would have been 100, and then half because he has necrotic resistance, so he takes 50, right?
Maybe. You technically have each individual source, so 18 becomes 9, 32 becomes 16. If it's even numbers, it'll probably math out just like that, but if it's an odd number and you're rounding down, sometimes it'll work in your favor to do individual.
Yeah. Is it just the first 2, or is it all 4?
It's all 4, so yeah, the second 2, or the second 2 definitely miss.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then we've got these drones still taking cover behind your Radmobile. Same angles of attack as last round, except Ballard is standing in front of Puck, so we're going to attack Ballard and Jax instead of Puck and Jax. 2 more shots at Ballard here. Not anything, and then Jax, 2 shots. 16 and 24 on that second shot.
I'm gonna shield to a 26.
All right, that's the drones. That'll bring it to Rala's turn. Finally, another player gets to act in this battle. Go right ahead, my friend.
Okay, let's see. Hey, seeing the drones are being the most issue here. I thought about using fireball on like two of them on the side so that it wouldn't damage the vehicles here. What do you guys think?
You can
More
angle
than
the
welcome to if you
fireball.
wanna, yeah.
Yeah, you can angle the fireball above the cars, right?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Yeah,
you threw the
but keep in
fireball-
It
mind
doesn't.
that these.
I don't think it says that it has to touch down on ground to impact, and even if it does, I don't see
Yeah,
why you
I
wouldn't
don't
be
think
able to
so.
just target the top of that storage container and have it explode out in the
I'm
other
pretty sure
direction.
these two are down. The top two are down below. right?
Correct.
They're okay. Yeah.
Point you choose within range and then blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame. So it'll impact even mid-air, like 30 feet up above this, because it is going to spread down too. It is a radius, but you can angle it enough up into the sky so that even spreading down, it only touches the drones on top of the storage containers. That is an option.
Okay, I just want to make sure with this for anyone here, since I don't want to blow up our only mode of transportation at the moment.
Been walking for 17 sessions, and now we've had a vehicle for 90 minutes, and we can't do without it.
And Bauer doesn't care. He'll run alongside the vehicles if he has to. Freaking 80 feet per 6 seconds.
That's funny. Meanwhile, Johnny on Sunday morning is like, I do 120 feet per movement because I got the super speed, super power.
Yeah, I wish I got that. I would have been at 160.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had some.
Then again, fireball could be used for later on during hordes.
Yeah,
true.
you might want to save your fireball.
All right then.
We're good.
For now then, though. For now then, I'll just stick with using fireball out at one of the drones.
Fire blot. We'll take it. Is it the. Gotcha. Yeah, I need to do the quality of life upgrade here. This will be a new part of our adventures going forward so that we're not relying so much on pings and my inattentiveness of, oh, I'm sorry, which one was your target again? We're going to see name tags, and if there are multiple varieties of the same one, they will be numbered. So all you have to do is say, I'm attacking number 4. And, I don't know, words register better for me than visuals for whatever reason. So we'll take it.
Get it. All good.
The drone does not have any resistance to fire damage, so we'll take all 10 of that.
Alright then. Thought about using Witch Bolt, but that would cost like a spell slot, so.
True.
I still have my concentration up for my Hex, don't I? Because it lasts 8 hours.
I guess so.
I'll end my turn for now.
That's like a surefire way to like just put yourself in a bad mood for all day. Like that's just concentrating on bad vibes and bad intent for 8 fucking hours. Like, how do you fucking like find a moment's peace? You're like talking like your character's doing book learning and reading during this time. No, all you're concentrating on is vengeance and fucking bad vibes. Not cool, bro.
He has been on vengeance since
Not cool.
the whole Jung death.
Blood, death, and vengeance. All right.
And the scary part is, if I use a 5th level spell slot now, it lasts for 24 hours.
Oh god, looking at that character's token, just I don't know why, but he looks like a freaking Mad Max version of.
Oh
Bane.
yeah.
I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah. definitely get the opportunity to delve into some more interesting aspects of the post-apocalyptic wasteland in this section of the map, as we've got some denizens that call this area home, even in the most inhospitable of locations. Let's see, where'd that guy go that I was shooting? I can only see
80
60
feet
feet.
away where we can't see
Yeah,
each other.
I can only see 60 feet, so that's the 4 of you here, or the 3 of you rather. I'm not targeting this weird little spider thing. I don't even really see it. It's so tiny. So Xavier, Youngling, Rala, or Priu would appear to be
Rala
next.
would be on my, or not Rala, sorry. Youngling would be on my shoulder anyways, so unless he jumped off,
Looks
I
like
don't
we
know.
lost
if
our
he did or
turn
not.
order too for some reason.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna have to refresh because the turn order disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Whoops. Piecing out and going 210. 210 feet. That's yeah, you've got that boon of speed plus the rogue bonus movement action right there. 70, 70, 70. All right. So yes, King man here. Which of the 3 of you do we like? Oh, giant snake lady. Ought to be an easy enough target.
She envelops the map again.
Yep. That's what happens when you play a 40-foot
I'm
long
telling
snake
you,
woman.
we have to make that her freaking unique ability, man.
You gotta redeem the unique ability.
There you go, Priyu. You got something to get a goal for. Redeem 100,000 X.
I think she still
Esper
needs to
bucks
follow the Twitch channel.
so that you can.
Do
so
not.
that-
I follow the Twitch channel.
Oh, do you? My
Yes,
mistake.
I do.
Oh, damn.
So that you can
That-
actually use an engulf ability where you
Oof.
engulf the entire map with your size.
That is 3 shots on Priyu. The lowest is a 20 AC against her 18. So 11, 10, and 12 radiant. Total of 33 right there from the bandit or the Raider King. As we will take additional movement. Get ourselves all the way behind the fuel tank here.
Wait.
And
That fuel tank has fuel in it, right?
I mean,
I was thinking the same thing too, but we might
find
need
out in
fuel.
game.
I was thinking in the same thing too, but
Bet.
we might need
Alright.
fuel, so.
Hey, foe.
Could
Play
be
stupid
fun.
games, win stupid prizes. Let's go.
We need that fuel, right?
Yeah,
Raider
that's what I was
Captain
thinking.
is up next.
More than we need the fuel, we need to be alive.
We need that bandit. We need that Raider dead. So let's destroy the entire site. I say we nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Just give Ballard a few more minutes.
Yeah.
You guys are lucky that I don't have any fire spells. Wait, I have lightning. If I call lightning on it, will it blow up and will it kill everybody?
Foig.
Fuck around, find out. All right, here we go.
Find out in game. All right, so the captains are going to draw fire on Xavier again here. 3 attacks each with the laser rifle.
The laser rifle.
18 and 25 are the best results we got there. 25 for 11 radiant.
It will be reaction to turn it into fire damage.
Well, you have not had another turn yet to get a reaction yet. You were surprised, and actually, technically, I shouldn't have let you take a reaction last round because you don't get one when you're surprised. So consider yourself lucky there. But this round, you definitely don't have surprise until your turn comes up.
Okay, so then half damage because of my resistance.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't mean surprise. I mean reaction until your turn comes up. Ba-da-da-bum. 2 more
Which is
shots
next.
on you, though. That's right. Or 3 more shots, I should say. 21, natural 20, and natural 20. Good God. Good thing the 21 misses you by 1, because those nat 20s more than even it out. 4 damage, 8 damage, 11 damage, 8 damage with your half. $331 radiant damage, looks like, off of those crits.
31, okay.
And that will be it for our turn. Pass it over to your turn. I would also say roll the concentration checks, yep, for your hex. See if we can force some good vibes upon you here.
They are at advantage because of my Warcaster.
Well, that just sounds like orc mischief.
How do I add advantage on 1?
And we always roll 2 dice, so we'll just take the higher of the 2.
Okay. And I have to roll 3 times, right?
Yes. I believe your DC is going to be 10. Holy crap! And somehow you failed.
Alright, that's fine.
No soup for you!
Why are you looking for fuel at the soup store?
Alright. So,
So,
my
your
turn,
turn.
I regain 3 hit points.
Mhm.
And then I am going to use my Eldritch Blast, target this guy, and target this guy.
We ain't done nothing yet! We each took a shot that
Exactly.
missed!
You miss 100% of the shots you take.
And plus, come on, man. Look at me. How could you target this? Look at that hair.
It did not
Well, I
add
want
my...
the hair, so it makes me
Okay.
want to shoot him more.
It should have actually added my Charisma into that, and I'm not sure why it didn't, because I have the Agonizing Blast, so that should be 7 additional damage on each of them, so...
Yeah, if you just
13
added the
and
ability
16.
and expected it to automatically apply to your attack block, that might be where the hiccup occurred. You add the ability and then you have to manually add it
I
in.
manually adjusted it before.
Very
and
strange.
For some reason, it's gone again.
It might be because you leveled up. Those manual adjustments sometimes need to be replaced at level ups, as much of a pain in the ass as it could be.
I
Alright,
do
so yeah,
notice
the
that
first
sometimes
one-
it just disappears. It happened
Sure.
last season with my
So that
Warlock.
one would be the 13. That one would
Okay.
be the 17. And then as a
Okay.
bonus action, I am going to use my Rogue's Mantle. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He teleports onto the side of the pipe.
Okay.
And then my move action, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, over to here. And that'll be the end of my turn.
What's your passive perception?
Passive of 15.
There are people bound, gagged, and either very well restrained or unconscious, or possibly even worse, inside of this spiked bus that you are directly above.
Okay, good to know.
And while you pass the torch over to the lieutenant, she laments the fact that she's dead. This guy's still alive. I got a turn. Who's within range? You've got pipe between here and there.
Xavier, do you say anything, or do you just like silently?
I'm silent for now because
Okay.
I don't want to draw attention that I know that there's people there yet. They might use it against us.
We're gonna
But
open
I
up.
could telepathically tell someone.
We're gonna open up open fire here on Priyu again with the automatic rifle. The Raider
Because you know
Lieutenant.
what I'm planning.
Oh damn! And both attacks will miss. So this guy is gonna run and take cover behind the spiked bus here. Almost cuts himself on the edge of this far spike there on the front side of the vehicle. And that's it for lieutenants. We'll pass it over to Puck, who gets 3 points of regeneration and is probably just like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna hit this guy over here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that guy with my short bow.
Okay. Oh, forgot to make their name tags visible, but yeah, that is technically Raider 2. Raider 1 to the left. Raider 3 is already dead. Oh, damn.
I'll give her inspo.
Solid. Turn that into a crit. Just passes right through his neck. And technically she has a weekly inspo for her sub right there, if you want to hold on to yours that are a little more limited there, Jax.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say.
I have a non.
Reminder, because I'm pretty sure we all forgot. We have the force points now.
That is correct. Yep, we talked about that earlier in the session. But yes, either way, Puck has an inspiration every session that she can use, or Jax can burn one of his that he's got some expiring, some non-expiring. Either way, that's a hit, and that guy's dead.
And I think I'll end my turn there.
You sure you don't want to move?
Fuck!
I mean,
Get
we
under
can-
cover!
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you got the rogue bonus action too, so you can move like 60 feet here probably if you wanted to maybe like get around the side here where people don't have line of sight on you, or they'd have to like maybe climb over to get there, or in theory anywhere within 60 feet could work. That's
Yeah.
a
Or
decent
she could
spot.
go 30 and then hide.
True. 30 probably wouldn't get her into a great hidden position like over here. She might be able to get like right there. If you want to also roll a stealth check.
I could try.
Oh damn, you just found a big bag of broken glass and aluminum cans that fell down the embankment here and made all kinds of noise. Crap!
Can I use my inspo?
You can. 14 is a little better.
Could she reroll on that inspo though?
You can. Use the 20. That is significantly better. And then we'll pass it to Jax over here.
Alright, is Jax's weapon anywhere here?
It would probably be tucked away back over here.
Yeah, you were in the
Alrighty.
car, so
Yep, exactly.
unfortunately it's farther back.
Alright, so let's see.
Vehicles do count as difficult terrain to step through their space as well, if we're
and-
actually walking.
Yep, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then action dash, 15, 10. Okay, yeah, that should be able to get him over there. So yeah, move action and move action and action dash to get him over here.
Okay. Kind of hop over the hood of the car, get yourself over here, and yep, there's your stuff. Still
Yep.
sitting on the tables, on the ground, wherever you left it.
Grab his glaive, and
Reaction.
no reaction at this point. He's gonna just grin at the two, and he holds his glaive and he's like, "Hello," and turn.
Very cool. Let's pass it to Priyu. Your turn.
All right. So, just to confirm, how mad would everyone be if I did try to use a lightning strike to blow up the fuel containers?
Well,
Because my character is a little bit stupid, but I also, like, don't want to fuck over the party.
I mean, with holding knowledge that Ballard should not know, I mean, not super mad, but, I mean...
So, you do know that if you blow that up, well, I guess you wouldn't unless you've been reading the books, Xavier would. If these blew up, it would probably wipe out the entire map.
Yeah.
I would say play it in game.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, playing in game. I mean, Jax will probably berate you, your character after that, but
But
It-
you
Play it in
guys will
game if
not
you-
hate me.
nah,
That's the
Absolutely
thing.
not. No.
No.
Okay, I don't. I'm
Everyone
not
in
worried
game
about
would do
in game.
that.
I'm worried about like above the table. You
No,
guys being
above
mad
the
at me and
tables,
hating me.
no,
I just want
do what you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
In table, I advise you to like role play it out if your character is specifically concerned.
So, in character, then I am going to. I was going to say run, but I guess slither is the better word. Closer to Xavier, and I'm going to shout at him and be like, Xavier! If I do a lightning, if I call lightning on the other end of the bus where the guy is, will it hurt you?
No, but there's prisoners inside, you hear in your mind. He telepathically tells you that.
Oh. Okay. And with that, I am going to, instead of calling lightning strike or anything right here, I am going to wait on roll 20 to load.
Darn that roll 20.
It's just when I pull up my spell sheet, like when I leave it open on my spell side of my character sheet, it will take a minute to load my character sheet.
It takes me back to the good old days when Daniel had to open Westy's character sheet
Oh,
or
gosh.
Sela Tim's
Oh,
character
man.
sheet at level 20.
Gosh. Yeah, that dude made it to level 24, I think, in our last campaign.
Yeah, I think he was like level 24 and freaking Yenvir was like level 22 or something like that. I think we had like 4 level 20 plus characters in that
Yep,
Monday
we did.
table.
And now it's all gone.
Exactly.
Sucked into a black hole coalescent singularity. Can't
And
wait to
Boward's
reveal
still
what's
looking
happened
for
with
his-
that.
And Boward's still looking for Yenvir is dead.
I was going to say it's going to be interesting to get spat out somewhere else. And they're all just like, well.
Yeah, what's on the other side will be very interesting indeed. So what is
Check it out.
you doing here?
It's literally it. I'm gonna reload roll 20 because it pulls up the square box and it says Priyu Ifli at the top, but nothing's loading inside the box. It's just a blank white box. So I'm gonna try reloading roll 20 itself and seeing if that fixes it.
Okay.
What's in the box?
Well, while you do that, I'm going to take my turn with the raider, the remaining raider over here, who will have no interaction with what she's doing. We're going to try and shoot at Ark, and then take cover behind the side of the storage container here. We will take one hunting rifle shot at Ark. Close. Bounces off your armor.
Or shield.
Yep. Then we'll rush back there. And does Ark want to respond while Priyu is still loading up her sheet? She'll have the last turn of the session here with this little stagger.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going. He's going to go up to one of the drones. He's gonna go up to this raider here and go up and start wheeling with him on with.
Oh boy.
Haven't tuned the.
This guy seems very frightened as the giant bird flies up on him. Oh god! Oh, that hurts. Please, no more. I regret everything. Oh, thank you for missing.
I regret everything.
You do have your force point, so if you want to roll 2 dice 6 and take the better of the 2, you do have a chance at connecting with this guy. He's not terribly defended here.
I'll take the force point.
Yep. That's good enough. My AC's a 12. You needed a 3 or better. And I only have 3 HP left, so even 5 damage there is going to finish that guy off. And that's it for
Alright,
the
I
Raiders.
found what I want to do.
Alright. Pass it over to you here. What you going to do?
I want to cast Fog Cloud,
Okay.
and on top of the crate, or not crates, on top of the shipping carriers where the drones are, so that the drones are obscured.
I'm just giving the heads up that's going to obscure us from them as well, just so you know.
So they can't shoot you and you can't shoot them, right?
I mean,
Correct.
pretty much, yeah.
But they
And-
can't shoot you is the big thing.
How big is that fog cloud altogether? 20-foot radius?
It is
here?
20-foot radius.
Yep, would take up about a space like that, just like a fireball. Also a concentration for Priyu there. And you already moved over to there. Any bonus action? Otherwise, is that it?
I do not have a bonus action right now, or I'm not going to use a bonus action right now. No, I'm just going to concentrate on keeping those guys enshrouded so they cannot see my friends to shoot them.
Okay. Just a point of clarification. Is this fog placed high up so that the bottom side of it is touching the 2 guys on top of the storage container, or is it more centrally located so that it's also affecting everybody inside the inspection tunnel?
Hit them all.
Yeah, it's hitting all of them since Ballard can just step back slightly.
Okay. But
Keep in
Jax
mind,
Jax
Jax is
has
back there,
asthma.
yeah.
You're gonna fucking stick him in the middle of that shit?
Or
Jax can also just step back slightly.
I mean,
If he wants to step out of the fucking walls of
that's some
everything.
bull- yeah,
sure,
you just
but-
fucking immediately hear just Jax.
Sorry!
All right, let's
Just
get
across
the
the campsite, you just hear.
let's
What
copy.
the fuck? Just spell magic.
Who did this? They're trying to obscure me. They think this will help. They think this will affect me.
Oh, and they would be right.
All right, let's track that initiative. You know what to do.
Already
We
posted.
are going to need it. Beautiful. And that's a wrap for our 18th week in the Coalescence Act 4 and Act 5 here. Still many weeks ahead, but that is also a wrap for this table's part in the 4th year streamiversary of Role Playing Unlimited. Thank you so much for being a part of the celebration in every respect, whether you're playing, whether you were part of the hype train, whether you're watching us in Streamland here, whether you just raided and joined us tonight like Roll the Misadventures did. Thank you kindly for that once again. It's all appreciated and all part of why there is no RU without you. We're going to continue on tomorrow night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for that fact. We're going to step away from Orange Enemir, back over to Kryn, Chicago for the next 2 nights before we spend Wednesday and Thursday over in Cyberpunk Waterdeep. We've got a lot more adventures ahead for this week, and next Sunday we will get back to our regular bi-weekly schedule. We'll have J-Man's game back in the rotation, and I will be in a position where I'm not scrambling so much to have our prep up to speed for our tables. I had just enough for every one of our tables except for one. There was one table where I had to kind of scramble there and put some stuff together last minute. That'll be our Thursday table, just for FYI there. So this coming Thursday's adventure is still in progress. We'll catch you tomorrow night, friends, 6 p.m. Pacific for the next adventure in the Coalescence. Thank you so much. As always, you know it. There's no RU without you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good session, y'all. Good night.
Good night, good night.
This was fun.
Good night, everybody.
It's all falling apart like a house of cards. The world is crumbling down and I'm in the dark. And I'm There was something strange about your voice, letting me know I had no choice. Walking in circles to get home, trying to grasp them now on my own. A heart of stone, you're a stranger to me now. It's like you've never been here, struggling on my own. Oh man, it feels so wrong. Now I spend my days looking back on life. It all makes sense, you met this other guy. All my assumptions prove to be right, but I'm trying to